I suppose we should get going.
Let's go.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good morning. All right, everybody. Welcome to Tuesday. Is it Tuesday? Goodness sakes. Welcome to the show. Man, when is the last time I was late to the show? I'm trying to remember. I think it was when Teo was here. It's been like almost 2 years at least.
Listen.
I had the best night of sleep last night without any interruption until about 5:30.
Do you know how selfish that was? Do you know how, you know what I was thinking in my brain? I was like, great, Dex is dead, and now, you know how long it's going to take me to try and find another co-host to do the show
Dex
with
is
me?
dead. You went right to Dex is dead?
Yeah, dude.
Because you couldn't get a hold of me?
Your phone went straight to voicemail. You weren't answering anything.
I'm just dead. Yeah.
That was it. Dex is dead.
Thank goodness I live with the Petersons.
I
you
know.
It was funny because I was sitting there wondering, like, how did Bill know to come in to wake me up? Because that's kind of creepy. Does he like go into my? Does he like? I kept thinking like maybe he comes into my room and like climbs into my bed or something and like, like you know, like snoozes a little bit longer.
Maybe.
And he was all bummed because I was still on my bed.
Guys, I got to work this morning and the lights were off and the alarm was still set and I'm going, I don't even know how to turn the alarm off. So the alarm's like, and I'm like, okay, what is the code? I don't remember the code. And then I remember, oh, right, I can use my thing. And I'm like trying to figure everything out.
Why does our alarm sound like a terrorist?
It does, though. That's really what it does. You know I'm not wrong. Because normally, like, real alarms, they do the, like, beep, beep. This one just goes, like, I don't even know how to do it. It's just, like, so, rapid fire. And I'm like, and I'm freaking out. And I'm like, well, because sometimes you leave to go get like, you know,
I'll go to the
5
gas
hour energy
station
or something. But the lights are on and the alarm's off. So I'm already like kind of freaking out. And I'm calling you and it's going straight to voicemail. And then this is what I get. The mailbox belonging to this subscriber is full.
Is it really?
Yes, it's full.
Why again?
So I'm going,
why do people leave me voicemails?
I'm like, that usually happens when there's an emergency and people are trying to get a hold of him and there's so many voicemails. So I just went to worst case scenario. You never came home last night. You were in a crazy accident because you're Ubering, because you're so tired, because you're broke and you had to like work.
Somebody kidnapped me.
And you're just gone. And so then I'm calling Bill like, Bill, is your son home? Is he still at home? And he's like, what? No, I'm upstairs. What? I'm like, no, dude. Go check.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I think he's dead.
Yeah.
I think he's dead. I think
less
somebody
emotional.
killed him.
No, I wasn't. I was way more emotional. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, gosh, man, I tell you what, it was when Bill knocked on my door and he woke me up. I was so angry because I was dreaming about something. I can't remember what it was, but it was a beautiful night of sleep. That's for sure.
That's awesome.
I think I was binge watching something and I didn't plug my phone in. Yep, just
I went to bed at 8:30 last night.
8:30? Like you fell asleep?
Like we played Yahtzee with the kids and we've been playing board games like every night. It's been so great.
That's awesome.
So we're just playing board games and then they were getting ready for bed and I was like, you know what? I also will go to bed. Just went to bed.
Nice.
My sinuses are murdering my soul.
Yeah? I'm sorry.
But that was good because I got up early enough to get here and realize, oh, snap.
Nah.
We got to do something about this. Could you imagine if I was late?
Oh, yeah. Jeez. I mean, what would I do?
Well, we still wouldn't. It'd just be music. You guys would have heard Franny Batty again.
Nah, I just would have put Best of in and nobody would have known.
Oh, yeah. Old man Peterson says you're grounded.
Am I? Oh, darn it. I'm grounded.
Yep.
Yeah. You know, I was really looking forward to dinner last night and Bill and Kay didn't come home and Jake made me a pizza.
Wow.
It was hard, man. What's
it like being the little
frozen
brother?
pizza last night. Yeah, I'm basically the little brother. Jake took care of me last night.
What's it like, Brody? Tell me what it's like.
It's funny because Jake just like
you know, he can't just cook a pizza for himself. It's like, here I am, like, in the house, and he just, you know, I mean, he can't be the jerk that doesn't offer the person pizza.
Well, no.
So
he was raised better than that.
Yeah. So, well, he's a good brother. He takes care of me. So, good morning, YouTube. How's everybody doing? What's up, Twitch? Twitch.tv or YouTube Live. You guys can go and watch the show and hang out with us and comment, you know, do your thing, hang out. You guys are like a big, like, club, you know? Bunch of friends just hanging out. It's cool. So just search Star 88 FM and you can hang out with us. Also, phone lines open, 505-338-3700, and you can text into the show. What's that number?
505-585-LIVE. That's 505-585-5483.
Everybody doing okay?
No.
Oh.
You weren't here for me this morning? I woke up to distressing news. I'll be okay.
This is something I've been wanting to do for a while. This is pretty interesting. I found the 10 interesting facts about popular Christmas songs.
Oh, okay.
I was reading some of these. I was like, wow, I had no idea. All right, let me give you one of these.
Okay.
All right. All I Want for Christmas Is You was written in 15 minutes, and Mariah Carey recorded it in August. Also, Faith Hill's Where Are You Christmas was written by Mariah, who was going to record it. But her ex-husband, Tommy Mottola, gave it to Faith instead.
Ooh.
15. That's what's crazy about some of these big hits, you know? Because I would say All I Want for Christmas Is You is probably the most famous Christmas song, right? Like one of them. I would say it's got to be at the top, right?
Are we just talking like holiday songs? Like not like, because I think like Oh Holy Night is pretty epic.
Well, I think on a list,
Silent Night.
Mariah Carey was like, it's always voted in as like either the number one Christmas song everybody loves, or it's always in the top 5 or top 10. But yeah, 15 minutes, like all the hits. Why is it like boom? It just comes to you.
Because they just catch fire.
Is it because it's like it's real and raw, and it's like this is exactly what's going on, and I'm just gonna write it down. Oh,
maybe
here it is.
Oh, speaking of, well, never mind. I don't know if I can say that on the radio.
Oh, Wiley, wow.
Talking about writing songs in 15 minutes. I got a butt dial yesterday.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm. You know what? He hasn't responded to me, so Stephen Christian. I'm like, hey, buddy. hey. And in the background, I just hear guitars.
Oh, no way.
I hear some things, and I hear, was this summer before it ever began? And I'm going, are you practicing?
Really? Maybe he did that on purpose. He's like, I'm just gonna give Steve-O a little taste.
I want Steve-O to hear the first warm-up of Anne Boleyn.
That's awesome. Wow. That's cool.
I cannot corroborate whether or not they're actually doing new music, but I do know. I heard a butt dial rehearsal of Anne Boleyn.
How long did you stay on the phone?
23 minutes.
23 minutes?
Yeah, it was amazing.
That's like a full concert.
It was pretty. It was
of
awesome.
the opening band.
Yeah, I didn't even have to go now. I'm not going to Florida anymore. I was going to go for their reunion show.
That's cool. You actually like heard their set.
It was really bad. It was like when somebody records a cell phone video for you. But I just I sat there and then I put it on speaker so everybody at home could hear it. And I'm like, Anne Boleyn, guys.
Oh my
Anne Boleyn is getting back together. So that's cool.
I love it.
Butt dial Anne Boleyn. Yeah.
All right, we got more of these interesting facts about popular
Wait, that's all
Christmas
we get?
songs. Well, we got to go to break.
Oh.
When we come back, we'll do the rest. But there's some good ones in here. We got a new tool that can analyze your tweets, so you can figure out if you are naughty or nice. You have Twitter, right?
Yeah.
All right, you're gonna have to do this so you can figure out if you're naughty or nice. You're on the naughty list.
I'm going
this
there
year?
right now.
All right.
I'll find out. We both know the answer to that one. You know everything about my life. It's nice.
Should probably get a hold of Mike Brown because, the assistant coach for the Warriors.
Yeah. What happened?
Steph Curry believes the moon landing was a hoax.
We need to get him in the sauna.
We need to get him in the sauna. That's right. All right, let's take a quick break. We're live from the Dreamstyle Remodeling Star 88 Studios. Good morning. We'll be right back after this.
For over 40 years, La Salita Restaurant has been serving New Mexican food to Albuquerque. From starters like soups, salads, and Cindy nachos to entrees like chili rellenos, burrito de Eduardo, the BOG burrito, and carne adobada. La Salita is friendly to those who are vegan or gluten-free and offers catering, as well as a rewards program at 1950 Wansabo or online at lasalita.com. Star 88 thanks La Salita for their support. Imagine a world where you could simply speak aloud what you want to listen to, and it happened. Well, good news. If you have an Amazon Echo or Dot or another Alexa-enabled device, you now live in that world. It's incredibly simple. All you have to do is say, Alexa, play Star 88.
Star 88 from TuneIn.
You don't need to do anything else. No skills required. Just ask Alexa to play Star 88 and enjoy.
Here's a solid solution for a life getting out of control.
Our problems begin when we forget that God is in charge. When we try to push God off the throne and we want that place. We're going to call the shots. I'm large and in charge.
Hotspot. Skip Heitzig makes a mega point. God can handle your problems.
God is able to take all of those poisonous, toxic things in life, good things, bad things, and bring divine synergism to it so that the result is good.
Find much more from Skip at connectwithskip.com. And remember this.
You better be very careful what you call bad. Well, why do bad things happen to people? Why did that bad thing happen to me? Be careful. That bad thing may actually be something very good in a very clever disguise.
Subscribe to the Skip Heitzig YouTube channel.
Please don't let your suffering ever go to waste. In the very least, God can use your time of suffering and your lessons to help somebody else who's going to go through that.
Hotspot.
I stopped at the gate, thinking I don't deserve to pass through after all the mistakes that I've made. Oh, but I heard a whisper as heaven bent down, said, child, don't you know that the first will be last and the last get a crown? And now I'm just a beggar in the presence of a king. I wish I could bring so much more, but if it's true, you use broken things, then here I am, Lord, I'm all yours. Tell me it's true, that it's never the perfect, it's always the ones with the scars that you use. Oh, it's the rebels and the prodigals, it's the humble and the weak, all the misfit heroes you chose. Tell me there's hope for sinners like me. And now just a beggar in the presence of a king. I wish I could bring so much more, but if it's true, you use broken things, then here I am, Lord, I'm all yours. With gates open wide, and there's a seat at the table just waiting for you, so come on inside.
Matthew West, Broken Things. It is Star 88. Good morning. 624.
Come on inside, man.
Really? Can I come in?
Just come on.
Sure you want to invite me in, bro?
Come on in.
What if I'm a vampire?
He was hanging out here this weekend for the road show.
Matthew was?
Yeah.
No kidding.
Heidi hung out with them in Las Cruces.
Tell him I said hi.
Yeah, come on in.
All right.
Hi today, 50 degrees.
The Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
Coming at you live from the Drape Style Revival Lead Star 88 Studio. Merry Christmas, everybody.
It's beginning to look a
Hey,
lot
everybody.
like Christmas.
Excited to be here today.
Yeah, we were just doing the 10 interesting facts about popular Christmas songs.
The 5 and 10 glisten.
These are pretty interesting, man. I gotta tell you, these are really interesting.
Silver lanes aglow.
Just want to hear a little bit of this.
Beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
What's your favorite? What? Go ahead.
I was gonna say, is it colder than usual this time of year here?
It's pretty cold
because
right now.
it's stinking cold.
It feels cold. Maybe it's because we don't feel the best. Maybe it's because we're tired.
I'm
hiccup.
fine. I'm not sick at all.
I feel sick. So to me, everything's cold. It's like when your body doesn't feel well. You know what I mean? It's like if I trip and fall, shatter.
What were you gonna say?
Feel cold. I just want to know your favorite, like non-traditional Christmas song. Like, what's your favorite popular Christmas song? Do you have one?
Yeah. Probably. I don't know. These old ones, like anything by Bing Crosby that comes on, there's something about it that just kind of brings me back to being a kid. This one, for some reason,
Oh, dude.
by what is it, Drifters? I love this Christmas song for some reason.
Dreaming of a white Christmas.
What about you? What's yours?
Does
your
the
go-to?
Christmas song count by Nat King Cole?
Does
that count?
Why wouldn't it count?
I don't know, because it's so old. It still feels like I guess it's not a traditional. Is that a popular Christmas song? Right?
I mean,
chestnuts roasting on an open fire.
Absolutely counts.
Dude, I'm telling you,
This
when
is
I
a
hear
good
this
one,
song,
too. I like this one a lot.
it's like
Frost
this.
at your nose.
This is Christmas. I love this man's voice.
Had carols
Yeah, that's a good voice.
being sung by a choir.
Guys, what's your favorite Christmas song?
And folks dressed up
Because,
like
you know, you think of like the classics. I'm like, Oh, Holy Night, probably.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Probably my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
But those are like the traditional ones. Dude, the Christmas song. Oh.
The Christmas song.
I'm telling you, that's the jam, Nat King Cole. Christmas song.
All right, here's some interesting facts about popular Christmas songs.
All right.
When Brenda Lee, she recorded Rocking Around the Christmas Tree in 1958, she was only 13 years old. She was 13.
Now it just sounds weird to me because it just sounds like a kid now. That girl's 13.
13 years old.
Oh man, you just ruined it. Because now I can tell.
You know
It
why?
sounded like a smoker.
I was gonna say because at 13 everybody was smoking, so they sounded like they were 30.
She sounded like an old smoker, and now it just sounds like a teenager.
Right?
That,
Yeah.
You
Isn't that
just
crazy?
ruined that for me.
I'm so sorry. Well, she was 13 back in 1958 when she recorded Rocking Around the Christmas Tree. Jingle Bells. How old is Jingle Bells?
Oh, dang. Well, they weren't driving cars. They were in a one-horse open sleigh. So I'm going to say it's got to be at least back to the 1800s, which means, surprisingly, it's going to be way further back than that. So 1784.
It's not that old, but
Dang it.
it's over 150 years old.
Okay.
Jingle Bells was published in 1857, and get this, was intended to be a Thanksgiving song, not a Christmas song.
Really?
That's weird. Jingle bells, jingle. I missed that one. Let's see. Thurl Ravenscroft. You know.
Who?
Thurl Ravenscroft.
That's his real name.
Thurl, guys. Not Earl.
Thurl.
Thurl
Thurl.
Ravenscroft.
Thurl. Dang it, I really missed calling and naming people.
Thurl Ravenscroft
Thurl
got beat up every single day of his life.
Yeah.
Poor Thurl. Oh, my gosh.
Tell us the fact about Thurl.
I think that's the only fact I want to give out is that he got beat up every single day of his life until he died. Like, even when he was an adult, he got beat up.
Why does he matter for Christmas songs? Thurl Ravenscroft? I don't know. That's a pretty dope name, man. I've never met a Thurl.
Let me look this guy up because I got to hear this guy's voice because I can't picture it. But he's saying, "You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch."
Oh, that's like a booming voice. Oh, look at that guy.
What? Yeah.
He looks awesome. He looks like a Thurl.
He really does. Wow, man.
He had like a super bassy voice, remember?
Oh, he kind of looks like my grandpa a little bit.
One. It was like super deep and cool.
Right?
Yeah. Good job, Thurl.
All right. Well, anyways.
Thurl.
Yeah, let's see. He's saying you're a mean one, Mr. Grinch, and was also the voice of Tony the Tiger for over 50 years.
Shut up. Grinch guys, Tony the Tiger?
Right?
Okay, that's cool.
If I have that drop. Let me see. They're great. Do I have they're great?
Thurl.
I don't have that.
Thurl.
They're great.
Yeah, Earl says it rhymes too much with Earl, and I always got beat up.
Yeah.
Oh, Earl.
Oh, Earl.
Oh, Thurl.
I mean, Thurl. I mean, I might have been a popular, like, Ravenscroft, though? Like, what is that?
Thurl Ravenscroft. It sounds like
it's actually kind of a cool name.
Yeah,
I kind of like it.
Super dignified.
Right?
Nobility.
I like it. Let's see. White Christmas.
Oh, dude.
Irving Berlin wrote the song White Christmas and hated Elvis Presley's version so much, he tried to get it banned from the radio.
I don't like him. I don't like him. You can't ban Elvis.
Let's see. Silver Bells was originally called, oh my gosh, Tinkle Bell.
How do you even do that? I mean,
Tinkle Bell.
Yeah.
Tinkle
Bell. It's Christmas time in the city.
Here's what's funny. The writer changed it after his wife mentioned the double meaning of the word tinkle.
Wow. So that's been around forever, huh?
Yeah. The Chipmunk song is still the only Christmas song to ever hit #1 on the Billboard Hot 100. I did love me some Alvin, Simon, and Theodore.
I did too when I was a kid, but that song's obnoxious now.
Do you hear what I hear?
Okay, what movie? Every time I hear that song, instantaneously I'm transformed to Christmas Eve.
Do you hear Home Alone? I don't know.
Nope. We watch it as a family every Christmas Eve.
Oh, it's Die Hard. You and the Jeter. Oh.
Nope.
It's Gremlins.
Yep.
Do you?
That's what's on the record player.
Oh,
yeah. And he starts, and then he's like throwing the records at the mom.
That's right.
It's just such a great family film.
That's right. Did you know that that song was written as a call for peace during the Cuban Missile Crisis in 1962?
I did not know that, actually.
Yep. Eartha Kitt did a follow-up to Santa Baby the following year called This Year's Santa Baby. It was the same song with different lyrics, and it flopped big time.
Well, yeah, never even heard of it. Gosh, I don't even like Santa Baby, the original.
And here's our last one here. The Roman Catholic Church condemned the 1952 song I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus because they thought it promoted adultery. They backed off after the 13-year-old singer Jimmy Boyd explained that Santa is really just the kid's dad.
Duh. Dressed up like Santa.
Right.
For the kid.
There you go, guys.
Oh, gosh.
Shut up! Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
It's kind of fun.
Oh, there you go. That's a classic. All I want for Christmas is my 2 front teeth.
I hate this song.
Me too.
Frosty the
By the way, I remember the Stormy chimed in to let us know that Thurl Ravenscroft also did the main vocal singing on the Haunted Mansion at Disneyland and Disney World.
No way!
Just lost my mind. Oh, gosh. Greatest ride in the history of all rides.
During the break, I'll find some of his voice. We'll play it when we come back. Love that. Good morning, everybody. Man, it's Tuesday. We'll see if Tam shows up. 9 o'clock. 505-338-3700 if you'd like to call in when we come back. We're also live on YouTube and Twitch.tv. Thanks for chiming in. Good morning, everybody. We'll be right back after this.
Ben Corson considers fear with a Star 88 PowerPoint.
Am I going to put feet to my faith in Father? Because Jesus had just got done teaching, turn the other cheek. But when he was in the Garden of Gethsemane, was he going to turn the other cheek when they turned his back to hamburger meat with a cat o' nine tails? When they drove stakes through his wrists, when they put nails in his feet, when they put the crown of thorns on his head, when they pierced his side with the spear, when his heart exploded and outpoured water and blood, was he then going to return violence with violence and call down legions of angels to avenge himself on the Romans and the Jews? Or was he going to turn the other cheek? And Jesus, as the ultimate hero, said, I'm not going to conquer the earth by bathing the world in the blood of my enemies. I'm going to conquer the earth by bathing my enemies in the world with my own blood. And I'm going to expose the myth of redemptive violence. I'm going to turn the other cheek. I'm going to show that God is love. I'm going to say, Father, forgive those who are crucifying me. And he faced his fear and conquered death.
That's Ben Corson, a PowerPoint on Star 88.
Being broke, then it's staying on sick, right? Do it for my folks trying to get by. Came through the struggle with my head high. Being broke, then you know what it feel like. I said being broke made me rich. 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 Gotta keep the stove hot so it cook right. If everybody eating, that's a good night. Gotta take a loss so I took flight. Hard times made for a good life. I said being broke made me rich. 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 Yeah. Never fell in love with the cocoa. Never had to hold up the stove with the fofo. Never had the dough kicked in by the feds when I'm laying in the bed on the bread that I'm gon' blow. But I do know what it feel like to go to school with the knockoff shoes. Eating free lunch, trying to act all cool. Well, you better know that we paid our dues. Never would I trade that, cause it made me better. Could've made me bitter. Can't buy that struggle, can't name no figure. But it made me richer. Yeah, being broke made me rich. And being low made you quit. But being low made me high. Take time if you want this, let's go. Being broke, then it's staying on sick, right? Do it for my folks trying to get by. Came through the struggle with my head high. Being broke, then you know what it feel like. I said being broke made me rich. 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 Gotta keep the stove hot so it cook right. If everybody eating, that's a good night. Gotta take a loss so I took flight. Hard times made for a good life. I said being broke made me rich. 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 Money may have made me richer, but the struggle got me richer than I ever been. Learn to hustle, use your muscle, learn to grind and keep your mind up on the future, man. We came out them trenches, government assistance in the beginning. Keep them cans for the pennies. We saving that grease after dinner. Now they counting all my pennies, counting all my figures, all up in my business, man. Now they watching what I'm spending, wonder what I got and wonder how I get it, man. I was ballin' before I had $1, being empty-handed made me stupid rich. Rich in loyalty, can't pay the lawyer fee, but it's all good as squad pitching in. Broke, then it's staying on sick, right? Do it for my folks trying to get by. Came through the struggle with my head high. Being broke, then you know what it feel like. I said being broke made me rich. 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 Gotta keep the stove hot so it cook right. If everybody eating, that's a good night. Gotta take a loss so I took flight. Hard times made for a good life. I said being broke made me rich. Being broke made me rich. Being broke made me rich. Being broke made me rich.
I'm not really sure what this rap music is, Steve.
Yes, welcome to Star 88.
I'm not really sure why that
Francesca
played.
Battistelli and Lauren Hagel.
Are
we're
we
going to need to talk to somebody.
Excuse me, are we on the right station?
Yeah, I'm unsure. Hold on. Excuse me, William. William,
Are you sure William's at work? He said he had a dentist appointment today. I think he had a dentist appointment.
Yeah, the hip to the hop. Yeah, it is.
I'm not sure what's going on here.
Actually,
I
believe it was a Christmas gift.
Oh.
It was a Christmas gift to the Star.
Oh, well, that's
for
really
enduring everything else.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I wish they would ask us, you know, if we wanted to hear some of this hip hop music, but anyways, Steve, it's 6:40.
The high today is 50 degrees.
All right, here's your news.
What's going on in the news today?
A deadly storm slams the southeast.
There is no power for hundreds of thousands of people.
The search continues for the next White House chief of staff.
Names flying all over the place.
The FBI said has made 2 arrests in 2 separate terror plots in the Toledo, Ohio area. One suspect allegedly wanted to target synagogues. The other is accused of plotting to blow up a bar.
Former Baylor University fraternity president Jacob Anderson charged with 4 counts of sexual assault, given what critics call a light sentence, 3 years probation and a $400 fine.
More violent protests in Paris.
A 4th weekend of demonstrations.
The Supreme Court has handed a victory to Planned Parenthood, the High Court refusing to consider appeals from Kansas and Louisiana that would allow them to deny Medicaid money to Planned Parenthood, even though that money is not used to fund abortions.
A fearless 102-year-old grandmother proved that age is just a number.
Irene O'Shea from South Australia is once again the world's oldest skydiver.
I always land on my bottom.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch.
Oh, Thurl Ravenscroft.
You really are a heel.
Look at old
You're as
Thurl.
cuddly as a
I can
cactus.
totally
You're
hear the
as
Haunted Mansion now.
charming as an
Me
eel.
too.
Mr. Grinch, you're a bad banana with a greasy black peel.
Okay, how have we never heard this before?
Yeah,
because now I just want to call you a bad banana. I'm using that forever.
Oh my gosh!
You know what?
Thurl.
You're a bad banana.
You're a bad banana. So yeah, we're reading some interesting facts about Christmas songs, and Thurl Ravenscroft, who you just heard right there, "You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch." He also was the voice of Tony the Tiger and a bunch of other things. I found this YouTube video.
I'm the first mate, the voice of the first mate on the Mark Twain.
Dude, the Mark Twain at Disneyland?
That's cool.
Oh, gosh.
And in the Bear Country Jamboree, I'm the old sourpuss on the wall, the buffalo head. Oh, sing it, babe. Come on, sing it, babe. And
guys, he's like 100 years old getting interviewed right here.
And he's still the coolest dude on the planet.
I'm the parrot in the Enchanted Tiki Room.
Let me hear the parrot.
Well, we're going to show you all a trick now. We're going to make you all disappear.
Fish, there's always one, some long-faced sour-bellied son of a gun.
The Cat in the Hat in 1971. This guy did everything. This guy did every voice from our childhood.
I love how he said our childhood, and this is all from like the 60s and 70s when we weren't in existence.
That's right, Steve.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, from our childhood, see?
Tony the Tiger. Never heard of sugar frosted flakes? Those big crisp flakes of corn with that secret toasted in sugar frosting? They're great!
Oh, wow.
Sure, but first we'll start with a complete breakfast, including my vitamin-packed frosted flakes. They bring out the tiger in you.
I will say this. Speaking of voice actors, I saw a screening of Bumblebee and Optimus Prime. He's getting old, man.
Is he?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It makes me sad.
Why? It's just not there anymore?
No, it's there, but you can. You know, when people get old, you can kind of
the voice breaks down a little bit.
You can hear the kind of like gravel, if you will. Like his voice is just. Yeah, Peter Cullen has played the voice of Optimus Prime since his inception.
Oh, he looks
He's
like
77. He's 77.
Wow.
And yeah, when he was talking, I was like, huh, because it's still Optimus, but it's just not as buttery. I don't know how to explain.
Okay, all right.
So I was like, yep.
Oh well.
He sounds older.
Well, he's getting up there.
He sounds older.
Frosted Flakes good? They're great!
Shout out to Thurl Ravenscroft, who not only has
Best
the
name in the
greatest
biz.
name, but geez, he was like in everything. That's what's crazy about the voice actors. It's like there's such a small like group of voice actors, you know?
Yeah, and by the way, Paul says, spoiler alert, Steve-O! If you haven't seen the trailer for Bumblebee, sorry. He's in the trailer many places.
Sorry, guys. Jeez, I mean.
Also, the reviews are in, and currently Bumblebee has a 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Wow.
It's 100% certified.
Okay. I wonder, does it show how many people?
Yeah, let's go there.
Because it hasn't opened yet,
I'll tell you right now, no, it's not out for weeks. But so these are the critics. That's what's crazy. Because the other stupid Transformer movies definitely did not get 100% fresh rating on Rotten Tomatoes. Because, well, it was always a mixed review. Mostly because...
I never listen to the critics, ever.
Yeah, I know. But when
they're usually way off from my taste, you know?
They're all saying pretty much the same thing. It's down to 96%, guys.
See, it's dropping, man.
25 fresh, 1 rotten. Who's the one jerk that ruined it for everybody?
Yeah, it's probably through
one person.
Scroft.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Who's that guy?
This kid's got to be 12. Yeah, look at him. A little hipster kid with a beard.
Wait, how does he get in there? How do you get to be a part of the critics?
I don't know. What a jerk. What a jerk. He was probably the guy that saw it when he was a little kid and was like, I prefer them looking like idiots.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah,
he's from well, I don't even know. This place. The Transformers prequel isn't very good, he says. He's like 23 years old.
Yes, he didn't grow up in the 80s.
Yeah.
That's why.
He's a film editor and critic for the Boston-based online magazine. And he just didn't get it.
I'm going to go to his Facebook page right now and give him a bad
troll
review.
him, guys. Just troll him. Look at this kid. He's like, what, 20?
Oh, my gosh.
He looks like he works at, Little Bear Coffee here in town. He's got the big old beard and the...
Are we bullying him right now? I feel like we're...
I will tell you guys right now that the new Bumblebee is hands down the best Transformers movie they've ever made.
Wow.
They took away all the junk. And remember how it was transforming? It was just stupid because it was it was this jumbled mess and you couldn't tell. And they kind of turned them back into the characters you loved from your childhood.
So you're saying what again?
It's hands down the best Bumblebee film.
You think everything is awesome?
I do. It's hands down.
Okay.
Yep.
You're pretty, I'll give you.
I felt like I was watching E.T. or something.
Really?
Yeah, it's very much, it's set
nostalgic.
in 1987, and it's very much so an 80s film.
Cool.
Yeah.
Then I'm in. I'll probably love it.
Remember how you felt when you watched Stranger Things? And it's just like, this is what it was like.
Totally.
Bumblebee.
Good morning.
I got a poem I wrote.
Wow.
And I'm going to read it to you. Now, I was going to read a poem I wrote called Away in a Manger, but I didn't want to disrespect Dex for sleeping in.
Thanks for waking me up, Dad.
I was terrified knocking on that door thinking I'd find a dead body.
Kids of Steve-O. Yeah, because Steve-O was freaking out when he called you.
No,
yes.
I was freaking out because I got a call from Steve-O at 5:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm okay, guys.
I mean, who makes phone calls anymore? First off,
that's a good question. Nobody does.
Yeah. And when you're having your morning constitution in that little room and the phone ring.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Good thing I was sitting down. Anyway,
yeah,
I got a poem.
Okay, all right, hit us.
I got a poem.
The floor is yours.
Okay. Good King Wenceslas looked out upon the feast of Stephen, when the snow lay round about, deep and crisp and even.
What?
Brightly shone the moon at night, though the frost was cruel, when a poor man came in sight, gathering winter fuel. Hither, page, and stand by me. If thou know it telling, yonder peasant, who is he? Where and what his dwelling? Sire, he gives a good lead hence underneath the mountain, right against the forest fence by St. Agnes' fountain. Bring me flesh and bring me wine. Bring
Pine hogs.
Thou and I will see him dine when we bear the thither.
Wow. This is great.
Page.
I feel like we're like in medieval times.
This
right
is terrible. Like that,
I
the restaurant?
hope so.
Yes.
The restaurant.
Yes, where they joust? And you eat the
I
chicken
was
with your hands?
motivated by Narnia. Page and Monarch, forth they went together. Though the rude winds lament in the bitter weather. Sire, the night is darker now, and the wind blows stronger. Fails my heart, I know not how. I can go no longer. Mark my footsteps, my good page. Tread them in boldly. Thou shalt find the winter's rage freeze thy blood less coldly.
That's great, Bill. Well, thank you so much for calling.
I'm not done.
Oh.
In his master's step he trod, where the snow lay dented. Heat was in the very sod which the saint had printed.
Oh,
Therefore,
man.
Christian men, be sure, wealth or rank possessing, ye who now will bless the poor, shall yourselves find blessing.
Bill, thank you so much, man.
Man,
We just
that's
we
just
love
great.
these poems. The poems are great, man. The listeners love them.
Yep.
Can you say Wenceslas?
What's it called?
Worcester sauce. Wenceslas?
I did not know that was the title of this song. I mean, poem.
Good King Wenceslas. Wenceslas? Only Bill would know about that song. I've never heard of that song.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
You've never heard this song?
Well, I think I need to pull it up. Maybe I have. Bill didn't do a very good job of
come on.
throwing down. Let me see.
He did a great job.
I mean, we'll find out.
Good King Wenceslas.
Wenceslas. All right.
From 1853
Wow.
by John Mason Neal. On the feast of Stephen.
Oh, wow, this is your song.
When the snow lay on the ground, his band even. Brightly shone I don't know the words. You've never heard this?
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
Yeah, I don't know if I have.
It's a classic.
Yeah.
I had no idea it was called Good King Wins. I
This
can't.
sounds like every song I sang in church when I was a kid.
Yeah, that's true. Dang, dude.
I just remember being a kid, and we had the hymnals.
Oh, of course.
And I just remember being a kid, and I'd look at the hymnal and be like, oh, man, there's five different verses. Oh, no, this is going to take
but
forever.
you always had, it was always great when you had the person that was like, I'll fly away, verse 5. And you're like, oh, we skipped 3 and 4.
Yeah, I know. Exactly.
Dilly, says Paul.
Oh, gosh. I know a lot of people love hymnals. I just never really liked them all that much.
I will throat punch you.
I know you love them.
I will throat punch you.
I know you do.
Gosh, I love
You think everything is awesome.
I do. I love the hymns. Actually, I don't think everything is awesome because I love the old school hymns, and there's a lot of contemporary things that I want to also burn in the fires of Mordor.
That's true. He doesn't like NIV version. He's definitely a King James.
Nope. Yeah. I'll take ESV.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
What are they saying?
Whew. Little known fact, Good King Wenceslas was a direct relative of our president.
Oh, no
God
kidding.
bless the United States.
Makes sense why Bill Peterson loves that song.
Yeah.
Anything Trump, he's in.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, thank you, Bill Peterson. We appreciate those poems. They're so uplifting, and they just really get us into the Christmas spirit.
Yeah.
All right, 505-338-3700 if you'd like to chime in. This is interesting. They're using pancakes as pizza topping.
Stop talking.
And I don't know how I feel about this, man, Yeah. Yeah, pancakes as pizza topping?
Yeah.
There's a restaurant in Toronto just created a pizza that uses bacon and pancakes as a topping. It's a giant slice of pizza. Look at that thing. It actually looks really good.
That looks terrible.
And it has little pancakes on top of it. Each pancake has a little pat of butter and syrup on top. Okay, if it's like a breakfast pizza, why not some cheese on, the pancakes and bacon? Or what if it was eggs instead of cheese?
Gosh,
you know what I'm throwing down?
Bad. No, I hear what you're saying.
Have you ever had a breakfast pizza? I've never had a breakfast pizza.
I've never had a breakfast pizza.
Why doesn't breakfast pizza exist?
Yeah, and why that? Oh man, I'm sure it does somewhere. I'm sure somebody.
We've never heard of it. We've never seen it. Why wouldn't a restaurant throw down a breakfast pizza? I feel like that'd be the go-to for a new restaurant.
Yeah.
Or to go get trendy out there. It's like, oh, we're this trendy restaurant now that serves breakfast pizza. I'm giving you guys that for free.
Okay. Watch this. Breakfast. You didn't invent anything.
I invented breakfast pizza. In fact, Wikipedia is going to... I'll make sure Wikipedia gives me credit.
Breakfast pizza. Bacon breakfast pizza recipe. How about a breakfast pizza recipe here? Here's another breakfast pizza.
No.
That one looks amazing.
Wow. Oh, my gosh.
Bacon.
It's like egg in a hole, but like pizza egg in a hole. You ever had an egg in a hole?
What's the egg in a hole?
You take a piece of bread.
Uh-huh.
All right? You butter it. Okay?
Okay.
Then you cut a little hole out in the middle of the bread.
Okay.
Okay? You put it on the pan.
Okay.
And then you crack an egg into the hole. So when you're done, it looks like the bread has an egg in the middle of it.
How do you eat that?
You don't. You look at it. It's just it's for an Instagram. You can't eat it. You'll die. That's the one thing about putting an egg in the middle of
egg in a hole.
The bread is you'll die. For some weird reason, science said.
Yeah.
What do you mean? How do you eat it?
Well, because I just keep thinking, if you pick it up, jerk.
No.
Won't the middle just fall out?
No, you use a fork. You eat it with a fork. Okay. And you know what? You probably could pick it up. I mean, it depends on how you cook your egg.
All right.
If the yolk stays inside, I think you might be okay, but
all right.
It's delicious. Try it if you've never had egg in a hole.
Jared says, duh, breakfast pizza does exist. It's the cold pizza leftovers from last night. Touche.
Yeah, but why hasn't a restaurant picked that up? You hit Google and it's like, those look awesome.
Yeah.
But we've been alive for a long time. We've been alive for 40 years. We've never seen breakfast pizza anywhere.
But I feel like I actually have. I'm just forgetting.
There's no way.
Breakfast pizza.
No restaurant serves breakfast pizza.
Okay.
Seriously.
Maybe they do, though.
I don't think so,
Oh, we gotta stop talking food. I'm so glad we're up against a break because I left my breakfast burrito at home and I'm freaking out.
All right.
I need food.
Let's take a break. Apparently there's a tie for America's favorite Christmas movie of all time. We got that for you.
Ooh. Huh.
I think about that. Steph Curry, he apparently doesn't believe that we landed on the moon, and we have audio to prove it from Steph Curry. And some, I didn't get a chance to read this story, this baby shower. This woman canceled her entire baby shower. Wait till you find out why she canceled her baby shower.
I'm sure it was something totally rational because
absolutely.
Female.
Yes, absolutely.
Totes.
All right, hang out with us. We'll be right back. Hang out.
A supernova on Star 88 with David Jeremiah.
Think for just a moment of the pain in Mary's life. She had known pain in the anxiety and the anticipation of her own son's death. She knew it was coming. She knew that he was born to die. How much she knew about the way in which this would take place, we can only guess. But she saw the events transpire that led her son to this moment. And finally, the day of her son's death arrived in all of its stark tragedy. Her dreaded dreams had come true, and they were more terrible than she had ever anticipated. The babe of Bethlehem, the boy of Nazareth, the brawny workman of the carpenter shop, the gentle man of Galilee, the teacher without equal, the mighty man of merciful miracles, the humble man of patience and grace, her own son, is now writhing before her own eyes in the throes of agony and death.
Turning Point with David Jeremiah. Don't miss it on our sister station, KNKT, weekdays at 11 a.m. on 107.1 FM.
This is Groundwire with Sean Dunn.
As Mary and I were downstairs one night, our oldest daughter Miranda began to quietly sob in her room. Mary went up to her room to see what was wrong. After an hour, I assumed that she'd fallen asleep offering comfort, but I was wrong. As I peeked in Miranda's room, neither of them were asleep. Mary was sitting on the bed, gently caressing Miranda's legs and talking to her in quiet and comforting tones. When she saw me, she whispered, "She has growing pains." I can't remember having physical pain as a result of my body stretching and growing, but I do know that I've experienced spiritual growing pains when the situations that I've had to walk through in order to mature were not pleasant. These moments were difficult, but not overwhelming. I'm sure that I squirmed some and whined a little too, but when I was done doing things my way, I would pray to God and He would intervene. Like the perfect parent, He would come and sit with me and give me perspective that I needed to get through. If you're experiencing difficult situations in your life, you might be dealing with growing pains. The quicker you ask God for help, the faster relief will come.
To find out more, click on groundwire.net. Groundwire.net.
Music with more than a beat. Vertical worship, Christian hits, and fresh indie on Star 88. KLYT, Albuquerque, Santa Fe.
Starmy, let me ask you a few questions. Do you love Donald Trump? Do you watch Fox News 24/7? Are you a Republican? If you said yes to all three of those questions, then man, you're blessed. Not only are you #blessed, but I have something special for you this holiday season. Introducing Bill Peterson Talks the Christmas Carols.
Deck the halls with boughs of holly. La 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 la.
Listen as one of the greatest Republicans of our time sweeps you off your feet into a marshmallow world.
It's a marshmallow world in the winter when the snow comes to cover the ground. It's a time for play. It's a whipped cream day.
Even President Donald Trump approves.
There's nobody bigger or better.
Nobody's better. Democrats everywhere have been trying to silence this great American for years. Bill Peterson will not be silenced.
All I want for Christmas is my two front seats.
Okay. Bill Peterson Talks the Christmas Carols. Check this out.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
And how about this one?
Have a holly jolly Christmas. It's the best time of the year.
Bill Peterson Talks the Christmas Hits, Volume 1. Order now.
God bless the United States.
Make it count, leave a mark, build a name for yourself. Dream your dreams, chase your heart above all else. Make a name the world remembers. But all an empty world can sell his empty dreams. I got lost in the light, and it was up to me to make a name the world remembers. But Jesus is the only name to remember. And I don't wanna leave a legacy. I don't care if they remember me. Only Jesus. And I've only got one life to live. I'll let every second point to Him. Only Jesus. And I don't wanna leave a legacy. I don't care if they remember me. Only Jesus. And I've only got one life to live. I'll let every second point to Him. Only Jesus. I don't wanna leave a legacy. I don't care if they remember me. Only Jesus.
Casting Crowns, Only Jesus.
Are you sure that's not Jeremy Camp, man?
You know what?
Every
that might
single
be.
time I'm
That
like,
might
nah,
be.
man, I think they
Is that
put
a-
that in the computer wrong.
Might be a typo.
It's got to be a typo. That's definitely Jeremy Camp.
That's Jeremy Camp. And Only Jesus.
I think I'm right.
It is 7:06.
High today of 50 degrees.
The Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O on Star 88.
And now it's time for another episode of A Few Seconds Inside a Man's Head.
Oh, I have no idea what to get my wife for Christmas. Think. What are those things she says? What are all those things she talks about?
And that was another episode of A Few Seconds Inside a Man's Head.
We can't relate to that at all, right?
Nah, man, not even a little bit.
Welcome to the show, everybody, and Merry Christmas to you and to all a good night.
Yeah?
Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, Twitch.tv. You guys can hang out with us, watch the show. Just search Star 88 FM. Of course, we got an app you can download in the App Store. It's absolutely free, and you can stream us live.
Absolutely free.
Absolutely
Oh,
free.
man, crushing it this morning.
It's not Fun Prun Friday?
You did it, buddy. You're doing it, man.
Fun Prun Friday. Yeah, it's a pretty cool app. I like it. I use it every day.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Do you drink too much eggnog there?
Nah, bro. What?
Just gonna wait for you to get done with your game
Oh,
before
yeah.
we can move on.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm fighting
really
Megatronus against like MV1 version of Optimus, and it's like they put him on Robot Resource, which
Yeah?
means he's totally going to be like OP and stupid. And I wish Kabam would do something about.
You know
this
what? Cut his
nerd.
mic.
This is great radio,
It's
man.
It's so
Great.
frustrating.
So glad, you decided to
Yeah,
start
go
again. Appreciate that. Jeez.
Yeah, no props.
Got a big show, man. Now I have to take a story out.
Oh.
I have to actually delete a story.
Yeah.
Because now we don't have time because of your app game. Unbelievable.
It's absolutely unnecessary.
That's right.
I'm just going to keep using app because I thought it was funny.
Okay.
Go ahead, bud.
You've thrown a lot of baby showers.
No.
Yeah, you have. At least 3.
No.
Yeah, a lot of baby showers.
But no.
You're like the go-to guy when people want to throw a baby shower, they come to you, right?
Actually,
You're like the
that's
guy.
Somewhat true. I've seen my best friend's wedding 17 times.
Yeah,
and,
see? Yep,
I
you'd be the
love
guy.
all Meg Ryan movies.
I know you do.
Julia Roberts is one of my closest friends in the world, and so of course I throw them all: baby showers, wedding showers. They're like, "Aren't you the best man? Shouldn't you be throwing like the thing that the dudes do?" And I'm like, "Sir, what are those called for the dudes? What are those called when they throw the thing for the dude?"
They're called baby showers.
No, for the dude though.
Yeah.
Like the wife gets like the bridal shower and the dude gets something too. I clearly didn't have
They're
one
called
of those.
Beer showers.
It's
I
called
don't
the
know.
bachelor party, dude.
Oh, well,
Thank
that's
you.
for a wedding. Not you're
Gosh.
I'm talking baby stuff.
Sorry, thank you, Stormy, a member who just texted in.
Woo! All right.
Woo!
This, I want to see what you think about this. There's a Facebook post going viral right now from a woman who just canceled her baby shower. Okay, you're wondering why. Because her family mocked the name she picked for her unborn son. Wait till you guys find out what the name was.
Oh, gosh.
Thurl Ravenscroft.
Yes, dude, I knew you were going to say that.
Thurl
I
Ravenscroft.
should have said it with you. I knew that's where you're going, and I should have said it. I apologize. I ruined it.
She named her unborn son Thurl Ravenscroft, and people, of course, mocked and laughed, and you can imagine how this woman feels that, everybody's pretty much bullying her unborn son, Thurl Ravenscroft. Okay, well, she didn't name the baby Thurl Ravenscroft, but how about this name? Squire Sebastian Senator.
Oh my gosh, yes, please. Squire? Oh,
Squire.
dude.
Yes.
This dude's winning all of the awards in school. Squire. Oh, Lord, thank you for cool parents with really dumb ideas. Squire. Squire what? Senator?
She says that's, quote, only his first name.
Well, duh.
This is how it will be. He will not be allowed to have a nickname. He is to be called by his full and complete name.
Okay.
Okay? She also says, quote, I never knew my family could be so judgmental.
Yeah.
Which is why she called off the shower.
Good.
Oh, and one more thing, quote, no, I was not drunk when I named my child.
Okay.
Squire Sebastian Senator.
Gosh, God bless you, ma'am. God bless you.
I mean, there's so much to this. I mean, it's a viral post. We don't have time to get into it, but that's okay. Like, this is a tough one, right? Because you want to be a good friend or family member, and you want to be honest with them about the baby name.
Squire Senator is dope.
You think it is, but everybody else is like, that kid probably going to get bullied.
Yeah, totally bullied.
Probably going to get bullied.
You know what? I retract my statement. Bullied hard bully.
Have you ever been around somebody that you feel like you have to walk around on eggshells?
No comment, because if I answer, Heidi will cut us.
Oh, I mean, wow. Yeah, I kind of feel like the family probably should have known that this woman was sensitive.
Yeah, a family member actually chimed in on YouTube and said she puts the mental in judgmental.
Oh.
So,
yeah. So what would you do? Let's say if this was your situation, Steve-O, where you had a family member that like canceled the baby shower, and because of maybe something you laughed at the name, or you said something on the Facebook post that she didn't appreciate. How would you handle that? What would you do to make good?
I'd say, hey, listen, all you're doing is hurting Squire Senator's future, man. No one is going to get hurt by the canceling of the baby shower except little Squire Senator. Because now Squire Senator's not going to have all of the gifts and diapers that are necessary for, when that kid pops out. Wait. I'm getting it wrong. It's Squire Sebastian Senator.
Thank you.
I keep forgetting the middle name.
Yeah.
Because she said no nicknames, called by his full and complete name, Squire Sebastian Senator. Squire Sebastian Senator.
See, you're mocking now. The way that you do that with your voice, that's mocking Squire Sebastian Senator.
Because here's the deal. People are not making fun of the baby. They're making fun of her name choice. That's what a member of this army said.
That's the baby's name now.
Maybe she should see this as an opportunity to experience what her kid will experience if she names her child Squire Sebastian Senator. Like, remember, what was it, less than a month ago? That mom that wanted to, sue Southwest because they were mocking her child's name, Abaca.
Right, yeah.
ABCDE.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Listen, parents, get a clue. The truth is, you named your kid something stupid. Okay? Abaca, while it is quite originally different, except it's not anymore. It's one of the top baby names because everybody went stupid at the same time. You got to realize that child's going to have to deal with that. And it may be cool to you in the moment.
Right.
But culturally, a lot of people are going to think it's ridiculous. So
I'm reading
maybe put some thought into a child's name.
I'm reading some of this Facebook post from this woman, and I think she might be off her meds. Okay. I don't want to judge her, which I totally
You just
am.
did.
But let me read some of this, okay? This is some of her Facebook posts because it's pretty long, all right? I never knew my family could be so judgmental. We come from a long-lasting family of both squires and senators. If you look back in our family tree, the survival of this clan is literally rooted in squiredom. We are all related to senators, too. This name conveys power. It conveys wealth. It conveys success. My baby's name will be a revolution. It will push people to question everything.
Gosh, dude. She goes on, time can never mend the careless whispers of a good friend. To the heart
I don't think that
and mind, ignorance is kind. There's no comfort in the truth. Pain is all you'll find.
Oh.
I'm never gonna dance again. Guilty feet have got no rhythm.
Wow.
Though it's easy to pretend, I know you're not a fool. Should have known better than to cheat a friend.
Wow.
And waste the chance that I've been given.
Sounds very familiar.
Yeah.
Did she copy that from Google?
What? No. That was her statement.
Okay.
So good luck, Squire Sebastian Senator.
Nah.
Your mom's cray-cray.
She goes on to say, why name your baby boring and overused names like Joshua, Brian, Sam? But now she's like...
Now she's like mocking
those
all
names.
of those people. If she had said Jack or Luke, I would have found her.
Nick, Mark, Bella.
Did she say
Luke,
Jack or Luke?
Jack, Brody. All three of those she named.
I will cut you, ma'am.
Yeah. Why name it something boring like that when you can name it something special? Squire Senator Sebastian will live a powerful, wholesome life. His confidence will not diminish simply because his name is out of the ordinary. Instead, he will be extraordinary.
Mm-hmm.
And then she says some awful things to her family. And you won't get to be a part of my baby's life, and it's all because you had to judge him.
Nobody's judging the kid, bro. Kid's not even around. Everybody's judging your lack of judgment. Somebody said, keep in mind this woman is pregnant.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Gosh, man. But how do you handle a family member like that? Do you just try to apologize the best you can and...
I don't know, dude.
Because
Jared makes a good point. The problem isn't so much the name; it's her demand that people only call the child by his full name.
Right.
You can't call him Squire. Can't call him Seabass.
Yeah.
Squire Sebastian Senator. Okay.
Well, that's what she wants. Then that's what she gets, right?
Yeah.
Where's the dad in this picture? That's what I want to know.
That's a great question. Another reason why maybe she needs a baby shower. If she's going this alone, bro.
Gosh,
you need your family there with you.
Right?
Maybe listen to them when they tell you that Squire Sebastian Senator might not be the best name.
Exactly. All right. Well, I hope she decides to give her family
She has offended
shot.
Brian's everywhere.
Yeah, Brian's
One said,
and Mark's.
it means strong! What is wrong with Brian? Yeah, sorry.
All right.
Sorry, Brian.
I would like to throw it out there. Has anybody ever canceled an event because they were offended? Is there anybody out there that
Oh
want
gosh, do we really want to talk to those
Anybody?
people? You're
Anybody?
opening it up to those people.
Or maybe you were a part of an event and somebody canceled it because of, I don't know.
Yeah,
Chime in.
I may have been a part of one of those.
Really? No kidding.
Yeah.
See, I don't think I've ever been a part of something like that. All right, chime in. 505-338-3700. You can call in when we come back. What's the live line to text in?
505-585-LIVE. That's 505-585-5483.
All right, we're also live on YouTube and twitch.tv at Star 88 FM. We'll be back right after this.
Pastor Jack Graham and a Star 88 Supernova.
The reasons that Simon Peter failed are the same reasons that we fail, and we do fail. Whether it's a sinful choice, or bad behavior of some kind, a denial, a refusal to stand up for Christ, we wilt in the face of pressure. Why would we deny the Lord? Well, one is pride. we all have this commonality. We all deal with pride and presumption. And one of Peter's problem was that he overestimated his own ability. He was way overconfident. Though all the rest of these may deny you, not me. I'm the big fisherman. I'm the tough guy. And he was all about himself. He was way self-sufficient.
Catch Pastor Jack Graham, PowerPoint, broadcast weekdays at 10:30 a.m. on our sister station, KNKT.
What fortune lies beyond the stars? Those dazzling heights too fast to climb. I got so hard to fall so far, but I found heaven as love swept low. My heart beat, soul breathing. I found my life when I laid it down. My wood falling, spirit soaring. I touched the sky when my knees hit the ground. What treasure waits within your sky? The gift of freedom gold can't buy. I bought the world and sold my heart. We traded heaven to have me again. My heart beating, my soul breathing. I found my life when I laid it down. A wood falling, spirit soaring. I touched the sky when my knees hit the ground. Find me here at your feet again. Everything I am, reaching out, I surrender. Come sweep me up in your love again. And my soul rests on the wings of forever. Find me here at your feet again. Everything I am, reaching out, I surrender. Sweep me up in your love again. And my soul rests on the wings of forever. My heart beating, my soul breathing. I found my life when I laid it down. A word falling, spirit soaring. I touched the sky when we sit there. My heart beating, my soul breathing. I found my life when I laid it down. A word falling, spirit soaring. I touched the sky when we sit there. Find me here at your feet again. Everything I am, reaching out, I surrender. Come sweep me up in your love again. And my soul rests on the wings of forever. A word falling, spirit soaring. I touched the sky when my knees hit the ground.
Go ahead and touch the sky. Go ahead, just give it a little touch.
Still one of my favorites by Hillsong.
A little touch right there.
Still.
Oh, little happy tree over here. Well, let's build a little mountain over here, shall we?
Okay.
All right. Yeah, man, Hillsong.
Yeah.
Touch the Sky.
I love that track.
Star 88, 724.
High today of 50 degrees.
It's the Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
Yeah. Good morning. Welcome to it. Tuesday morning. Cold, man. It is cold outside. You guys getting your Christmas shopping done, huh? You guys gonna get it done? We were just talking about this this mom who decided to name her child Squire Sebastian Senator. And, well, her family mocked the name, and, well, she canceled the baby shower. You want to share your story about an event being? Oh, okay.
No. I mean, I can, but
I don't want you to get in trouble.
Yeah, I doubt they listen. But, yeah. No, it just family, dude, or friends. Like people get like offended or irritated over the dumbest things sometimes, and because of that, unfortunately,
people are so sensitive, right?
People are very sensitive.
Yep.
That's right. People are very sensitive. So yeah, we used to do this thing. Maybe I shouldn't talk.
You know what? Hey, you know what? You don't have to share it. If you feel like you shouldn't share it, don't share it.
Well, we just used to have this super dope Christmas party,
Mm-hmm.
and every year we would do like the Secret Santa type thing, and it was like a $50 gift, which was huge because
$50.
Yes, because we had a circle of friends, and it was like, dude, we can't afford. Even if you get all your friends something that's like $10, $15, that stacks up. So you're like, we're gonna do one big dope gift. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was great every year. And then we started letting stragglers in who weren't really like close friends. And
Why
then
would you do that?
People stopped like caring because it was like, well, I don't want to spend $50. I didn't even know who this person. And then we're like, people are calling like spouses. But what are they like? I'm like, this has totally ruined it.
Oh.
And then there were a couple times where it was like a $50 gift, and then somebody would open it up, and they're like, "Oh, Gremlins on Blu-ray, yeah, because you love Gremlins. Cool. Where is the rest of it?
Yeah,
oh, that's all I got.
'Cause that's not $50.
Oh, that's all I got. The
Wow.
$8 version from the Hastings bin. Well, that isn't cool. We don't do that anymore.
I'm trying to figure out where you stand in all this. Are you upset that they let stragglers in and they brought bad gifts? They were cheap gifts? Wow. Okay. I see.
I'm an elitist, bro.
Oh.
I'm a friend elitist.
So it couldn't be a party where, everyone could be invited.
No, it was called the 9 for a reason because there were 9 of us. And
it was called
like
the 9?
Fellowship of the Ring.
Oh,
yes.
My
we
gosh.
were called the 9, and nobody was allowed in. And then all of a sudden it was like, but this person's sad this Christmas, or this person just needs somebody this Christmas. And I'm like, needs somebody? That's not the spirit of Christmas. Give me $50.
Oh gosh! Wow, that's let's peel this onion back for a second, shall we? Steve-O, that's not okay.
Huh? No, I know it wasn't. I'm still mad that they invited new people.
No.
Wait,
That's
not what we're talking about.
I'm not talking about that. It's not okay how you were acting.
Yeah, no.
I mean, I get that was like, okay, the 9, and it's like $50 gift. That's pretty cool. But if somebody, is in need and
I think what happened, I'm in actual honesty, because I was trying to be funny, but in actual honesty, I think what happened was we had this like party that was like for the close friends, but then because other people couldn't be invited, it was like, well, why don't we do this and we'll do this one? And then it turned into, all of a sudden it's like Christmas time and there's like 4 parties and we're going, yeah, I got kids.
Yeah.
And then nobody could do it. And then I think it just kind of fizzled out.
Yeah.
So that's what happens when,
See, this is what he does when
you allow
hate
somebody
mail starts pouring in.
You allow
He
somebody in,
changes the story.
and then somebody gets offended. And then
somebody gets
to cater
offended
to that person, we got to do a third party.
Yeah.
And then that doesn't work because it wasn't at this person's house this year.
Wow.
Yeah, we just quit.
Huh.
And none of us are friends anymore. So that's why I can say it.
The
Nobody
9?
listens.
The 9 are not friends anymore?
I couldn't even name 3 people. In
Oh
the
my
9.
gosh, no kidding.
There was me. I don't even remember.
Wow. No kidding. I know I wasn't a part of the 9.
Yeah.
I mean, I've known you for like 15 years, and I was never a part of the 9.
Exactly, and we were close friends.
Yeah.
Imagine how exclusive the 9 was.
Seriously, man. Wow. I mean, at that time, I could afford the $50 gift.
The first question to get into the 9 was, do you remember Steve-O with Jinkos? No? Then you're not invited.
Really? You used to wear Jinkos, huh? You and Christy both.
In the 90s.
Oh, my gosh.
You see, it was all part of this cult we started in 1994. I'm just kidding.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, that's exclusive, man.
It was very exclusive.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I loved it. I still wear the Rolex I got for one. I'm just kidding.
Oh, wow. He's got, is that gold?
Yeah, man. Yeah. You know.
Jeez.
Actually, my favorite, I shouldn't say my favorite. I got a few. Like every year was always really, really cool. The most unique gift I ever got. Shout out to our girl Darla. She's listening. I got a lighter one year. And I know that sounds weird because I don't smoke or anything. So I was like, what? But it was like a classic, like, what were those? Zippos?
Yeah.
Like the old school lighter? Of me. And when you popped it open, my mouth popped open.
Shut up.
I'm not being funny. That she, like, had made. She was always very, like...
That's cool.
Very thoughtful and always had the funnest gifts.
Aw.
I'm not even joking. Like, if Darla got you, you knew, like, oh, dude.
She's going big.
She's going big.
She's going to get something
and
really
seriously,
cool.
I still have it. It says Steve-O on it, and it's me, like, yelling, ah! And, like, when you pop it open.
A flame?
Whoa. Yeah.
Okay.
No joke. Those are friends you keep forever.
Yeah. See, that's the thing about
She's
Christmas,
so
though, is that it can really... Man, if you go into it with the wrong attitude, it can just destroy everything, right?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. People are talking about it right now, like the emphasis on gifts at Christmas. Because it can stress you out. It ruins things, which is actually why years back we really did start this thing called the 9. And it was like, hey, we can't afford to get all these friends gifts because we had this really rad circle of friends. And so it was like, how about we do this thing where it's just one gift and that's it. That's it. So...
I'm jealous, man. You've always had like that circle of friends.
Well, Friends was my favorite show on television. It was like, I want that.
Yeah.
No, that's a joke.
I'm trying to build my 9 right now. Yeah. If anybody's interested in being
I'd
part
be
of my
in the
9.
We'd be in the 9. We'd be part of the 9 together.
You can't be in the 9.
Why not?
I don't know.
Clearly, I'm one of the 9. We're doing that party. It's December 22nd at your house.
I guess you know what?
Remember?
Yeah.
Petersons are going to be there.
Yeah, you know what?
Britt and Seth will be there.
Yeah, that's true.
No one else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The 9.
Woo!
That's
elitism.
True. I guess we do have the 9, huh?
We do. We really do.
Yeah, and it's a white elephant party, right?
Is it?
It is.
Oh.
You didn't know that?
No.
It's a white elephant. You got to bring a gift. It's $100 gift.
Yeah.
That's what Bill said. $100. All right. This woman, gosh, this is crazy. All right. You're just talking about like your party and how like it's a $50 gift and there's only 9 people invited. This woman, she's getting married in Hawaii next year.
Oh, gosh.
And she sent out a Facebook message to her guests that found its way onto Reddit, and it's gone viral.
Imagine that.
Because she set a dress code for her guests based on weight.
Oh, my gosh. Are you serious?
Okay, these are the rules, all right?
Okay. Real rules for a real wedding.
Women under 160 pounds are supposed to wear a green velvet sweater, orange suede pants, Louis Vuitton red bottom heels, and a Burberry scarf. Okay.
This cannot be real. I just read the next line. I'm going to stop looking because I'm like, oh my gosh.
Women over 160 pounds are supposed to wear a black sweater because black is slimming.
Oh.
Black pants and black heels.
I'm like freaking out. I'm about to like Hulk rage on this lady.
Men under 200 pounds are supposed to wear purple fuzzy jacket and all white sneakers.
I can do that.
Oh, gosh. And men over 200, this is me, guys, are supposed to wear all camouflage with black sneakers.
How come you get the cool dress code?
Camouflage?
I mean, a purple fuzzy jacket's cool, man.
Camouflage, unless you're going hunting. Okay, and regardless of what they're supposed to wear, quote, We want you to invest in an outfit valued at least $1,000. Sounds like the 9.
The 9 wasn't that. Oh, gosh, I missed the 9. But only like 6 of them.
So here's what's funny. So word got back to the bride that her post went viral.
Oh, my God.
So now she says she's planning to make all the guests take a polygraph to figure out, quote, the snitch who put me on blast. I love a good polygraph.
This lady is crazy.
She's nuts, man. But I love her for this. Oh, I will find out who put me on blast.
Paul says, any bets on how long that marriage is going to last?
Woo! This is great, man.
See, but Rodney's got a good point. This just sounds like a scheme to go viral. Because seriously, if this human being is real, how?
I mean, it's possible that it could be all set up, but I honestly don't think so because people are like this.
Yeah,
you know.
Sadly, we get these stories like every day. Yeah,
I love that. She's gonna get a polygraph to figure out who put her on blast. She's gonna find the snitch. Gosh, man. All right, here's for children. Here's what she said the rule for children was, all right? Red from head to toe. Remember, the kids will form the shape of a heart. It needs to be true red, not blood orange something else. All right? Additionally, we will require that you wear formal attire after the dancing has ended. Please bring a change of clothing. Remember, the venue is extremely upscale, and we want to be looking our absolute best, ladies and gents. Please, if you look like trash, so will we. All jokes aside, we want you to invest in an outfit valued at least $1,000. This includes jewelry, accessories, makeup, and hair. Remember, ladies and gents, this wedding is 24K themed for a reason. You have a year and a half to get working. Okay, she's giving her guests a year and a half to make it happen.
No excuses, she says. So obviously the first half was comical. Like, no, she's not really making people do that. But she is giving you a year and a half to get a $1,000 outfit together.
Oh,
and then fly to Hawaii for her destination wedding. Who's coming with me?
Who's coming with me? Well,
real question, would you go? I used to get super frustrated when friends would even ask me to be in their wedding.
Really?
Yeah, dude, because instantaneously it's like, and now I got to rent a tux, or that's why I bought a tux. I own like multiple suits for this reason.
But isn't that supposed to be, usually, isn't the bride and groom supposed to pay for that? If you're in the wedding? I thought they paid for that.
That's never happened.
Really? The last wedding I was in, that's what they did for me.
What?
Yeah, they paid for my tux.
But did they pay for everybody? Or was it just
they paid for everybody.
Everybody knows Dex is
But here's the thing: it was like this family was very wealthy, so they paid for everything.
I've been in so many weddings. I've never ever had anybody go, "We're going to cover your tux," or "We're going to cover it." No, you pay for your own.
Wow.
Same, dude. The few times that Chrissy and I were in a wedding together, I'm like, no. Because now we're buying a dress for her, and I'm getting a suit or whatever it was. And so, yeah, I seriously bought a couple suits for this reason. Back when everybody's in their 20s and wanting to get married.
Wow.
But you always got a really cool, like, groomsman gift.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
All right.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like we should start throwing down rules on our party now, you know? We have our big party, so
at the end of the
the 22nd. Yeah,
okay.
We should start throwing down. We should come up with a list of rules for the party.
Address it like attire.
Yes,
attire that has to be maintained.
And the Petersons have to buy everything.
Type of gift that needs to be given, specifically for you and I.
Yes,
because we are the celebrities at the party.
Oh, well,
like we're bringing the party to them.
I mean,
we're gracing them with
we're
our
the
presence.
talent. So yeah, I mean,
of course.
Come on, guys. The talent fee. Is there a talent fee? There should be a talent fee, right?
See, Paul said we had 17 couples in our wedding party. We would still be paying off tuxes and dresses if we did that.
Wow. Yeah, I guess it's probably not the norm then.
Although, on the flip side, multiple people. Richard saying the groom's family takes care of the tuxes, and Earl says my wife and I bought our wedding party suits and dresses.
Wow.
Paul, you cheap, dog. Like all my friends. That's why we're friends.
Yeah, that's what's crazy about it, man. It's like she's giving, well, I guess it's not crazy. I mean, she's giving her guests a year and a half to
spend $1,000 on their outfit.
You can't save up $1,000 in a year and a half.
Yes,
for
I
this?
can. To
Am
go
I not worth
somewhere
it?
else.
Am I not worth it to you?
No,
Wow,
we ain't
geez.
that close.
Oh.
Somebody said last wedding she was in the bridesmaid dress was $350, and guess how many times she wore it? Once.
Yeah, exactly. That's why you just got to rent it, man.
Somebody says if she's inviting people who spend $1,000 on their outfits, they probably don't even care. It's the norm. These lobster butter people are different than us schmoes.
Yeah, they really do live in another world, don't they?
Yeah.
All right, you guys want to chime in? We're on YouTube and twitch.tv at Star 88 FM.
Remember the Star Me. Oh, Steve-O has multiple suits for his multiple friends. Must be nice, Steve-O. Oh, I have so many friends that want me to be a part of the very important moments in their lives.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. I'm a jerk. I'm such a jerk.
I'm glad somebody called you out on that.
Listen, bro, you want us to be a part of your special moment? Then care enough to pay for that special moment.
All right, we got to take a quick break. You guys want to comment on this woman who's getting married in Hawaii next year? Yeah, again, it's in Hawaii.
Yeah.
And she sent a Facebook message to her guests, and it's gone viral because, well, she set a dress code based on people's weights, and now she's mad it went viral, and she's gonna get a polygraph to figure out who snitched her out, who put her on blast. I really do kind of like this bride. I really do.
No.
All right, we'll be right back. Hang on.
Exposing the enemy. Here's a Star 88 PowerPoint from Pastor Jimmy Evans.
Listen, you're under the dominion of the person whose advice you're following. And when you're walking in lies, you're under Satan's dominion. Let me say this. When you're saved by the blood of Jesus, you're going to heaven. The devil can't do anything about that. But even saved people can walk in bondage. Even saved people. That's the way I was. I'll tell you more about it in just a minute. But I'm saying as a young believer, I walked in deception. So when we get saved, and we commit ourselves to the truth of God's word, the battle isn't over. Really, it has just begun, because at the point of time that we commit ourselves to the truth, that's really when he becomes our adversary. Let me say this. As a young believer, sometimes it can seem as though being a Christian is harder than being an unbeliever.
That's Jimmy Evans on a PowerPoint from Star 88.
Watching the nightly news, don't seem to find the rhythm. Just wanna sing the blues. Feels like a song that never stops. Feels like it's never gonna. Gotta get that fire back in my bones before my heart turns into stone. So when somebody please pass the megaphone, I'll shout it on the count of 3. I'm singing to the sky. Give me strength to raise my voice. Let me testify. Oh, hear my prayer tonight. 'Cause this is do or die. The time has come to make a choice. And I choose to let it move. Let it move. Let it move. Yeah, I choose to let it move you. Let it move. Let it move. Feels like it's never gonna. Gotta get that fire back in my bones before my heart turns into stone. So when somebody please pass the megaphone, I'll shout it on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, hear my prayer tonight. I'm singing to the sky. Give me strength to raise my voice. Let me testify. Oh, hear my prayer tonight. 'Cause this is do or die. The time has come to make a choice. And I choose to let it move. Let it move. Let it move. Yeah, I choose to let it move you. Let it move. Let it move. Though I walk through the joy, 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 joy down in my heart to stay. Joy, 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 joy down in my heart to stay.
For King and Country Joy, it is 7:46.
High today of 50 degrees.
The Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
Good morning. Good morning. If you'd like to chime in, 505-338-3700. We're talking about this woman who's getting married in Hawaii next year. And she sent a Facebook message to her guests, and, well, it went viral. She set a dress code based on people's weight. And she's now mad it went viral. And she's going to make her guests take a polygraph to find out who leaked it, okay? Now, we were reading some of the rules of the wedding. This is what you must do if you're going to be in the wedding or be a part of the wedding. And I was reading more of the Facebook message, and gosh, man, I don't know if this is like, I've experienced this because my sister, she's very wealthy. And so whenever I get a chance to go and stay with my sister in Del Mar, it's almost like I flew to another planet. Like I'm not even in the same Earth, you know? It's just a different world. It's like kind of why I'm drawn into those stupid trashy TV shows, Real Housewives or whatever, because it's like it's different, and I'm just locked in going, this can't be real. People can't be like this in real life, right? But they are.
Yeah.
And I think that these people, especially this woman, I'm just going to say it, these people who we can't relate to at all.
No.
This is real. This is real life. So she finds out she didn't find out who snitched her, but somebody that was going to be in the wedding put this online. It went viral. So here's what she said in the post, all right? I've seen it. I've seen my post twice on my regular Facebook account. I could not be more crushed, betrayed, and saddened. I trust each and every one of you so intimately. Knowing someone went behind my back and made fun of me is one of the worst feelings everywhere. And boy, will you be paying. Therefore, I'm announcing one of the most unique parties you'll ever be invited to in your life. In honor of the snitch who sold me out, I'll be hosting the first ever polygraph party at my house. Bring your inner Sherlock Holmes because we will be hunting out the snitch who put me on blast. You think I'm kidding? We just bought a real polygraph test on Amazon. You can buy a polygraph test on Amazon? Is this for real?
How?
We need one for the show.
Okay.
After the testing is over and we find out the rat who did this, we will all celebrate. If you can't make it to the polygraph party, you will be presumed guilty unless you can provide a valid excuse. We can make this party a unique and good one that will be told for years to come. I promise, as long as you're innocent, you have nothing to worry about. Now, if you were the snitch, would you go to the party? If you were the one who snitched and put
totes,
you would go?
Yeah, well, yeah, because if you don't go, she's going to know that you're the snitch.
That's true. Yeah.
I'll tell you right now.
This is like Chameleon. This is like the game Chameleon. You're the chameleon. You don't want this person as a friend? Well, what if it was your friend? What if it was like your wife's friend, like best friend? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you had to be a part of it. You got to go to Hawaii. You got to pay for airfare to Hawaii. Hey, you got a year and a half to do this, by the way. So you have a year and a half to book your plane ticket to Hawaii and spend $1,000 on your outfit.
See, we had good friends who understood not everybody could go to their destination wedding in Hawaii. So they made it a family affair. They did their wedding in Hawaii, and then they waited and did their reception back in California where they lived.
See, that's cool.
So they went out, they did, boom, got married, amazing, and then flew home. And we, along with all their friends, met up for this really rad reception here in California, which was still like a destination for a lot of people because it was a friend in a band who, not a lot of them lived in California. So everybody's flying out to this, it was still a quote destination wedding, but it was way less expensive. So they're like, hey, we understand cost of going to Hawaii, for our wedding is stupid. We're not going to ask you to do that. Instead, we're going to ask you to come to California.
See, and that should be the way to do it.
It was great.
Yeah. Now, again, these people live in a different world than us. And I just keep thinking about, putting expectations on people and how selfish that is.
Yeah.
And just to bring it back to even closer to home for a lot of us in relationships, sometimes our partners put expectations on us,
Yeah.
And it's hard to live up to those expectations.
Yeah.
But, sometimes we need to work. That's why marriage is hard, right? Because you got to work at it. And you got to try to meet those expectations that your wife or your husband wants from you. And they always say, if you meet my expectations, and I'm going to meet your expectations.
Right.
I mean, it doesn't always work out that way, but
yeah,
because we're selfish. But good morning.
Good morning.
Hi.
I was going to say if I was a snitch or whatever that put it online, I'd 8 Mile that and rat on my own self at the own party.
Nice.
So nobody, you know what I mean? Nobody have to take a polygraph.
It's so weird to me. There's no way. There's no way.
It was me. It was me.
Yeah.
I'd
Go do it. It would be more dramatic.
Yeah. What if it was you did that and then somebody else stood up and was like, no, it was me. And then everybody was like,
that'd be
it
even
was
better.
me.
Yeah.
That's a really good idea.
You're right.
I am
Everybody just say
Spartacus. Yeah.
Like on that movie Life, I'm that baby's daddy.
I love it, man. Thanks for calling in.
You guys have a good one.
You too.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know what I would do in that situation. I think I would. I mean, the party kind of sounds cool. When she says okay, we're gonna throw down a polygraph party. I love a good polygraph. Yeah. I love polygraphs. I love Murray Povich. I love Dr. Phil when he pulls out that polygraph test.
You're crazy.
I love it.
You are such a weirdo.
Right before they open up that envelope, I get the chills that run up my back, and I just get sweaty, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is happening right now. I get so pumped for the polygraph.
Oh my gosh, Britt's like, I would so go.
Right?
She also wished that I could have been her maid of honor. I would have been a dope one. Would have been a dope one. Kim says, this lady is crazy. The fiance needs to take note, make sure he wants a lifetime of this crazy man. Yeah.
Yeah, this girl goes on to say, why not bring our traditions and beliefs into our wedding? Would you show up at an Indian person's wedding and make fun of their culture and their tradition? If not, don't judge ours. Okay. Wow. There's some crazy people out there.
Yeah. Slightly. Slightly crazy.
Next level craziness,
Yeah.
But can you order me a polygraph test?
No.
I really want one for Christmas. Anybody?
Can you really trust a polygraph you bought on Amazon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We're 2018.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Come on. You know how accurate that thing is?
I just mostly feel bad for the dude.
Right, we haven't even talked about the groom.
Yeah, man. He's got a choice still. He's got over a year to figure out, if this is the life he really wants.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
But, hey, his bride knows what she wants,
Mm-hmm.
You got to give her that. I don't know. Have you guys ever been in a situation like that where you got invited to a party or a wedding and they threw down a bunch of rules or expectations. That just sounds like a lot of stress to me. Which is why I don't go to many parties, you know?
Yeah.
If it's like a dress code, sorry, man. I'm out. I only have one turtleneck, and that's it. Yeah. Like, that's my dress. That's like, if I dress up, I have a turtleneck.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, why not? I loves me some turtlenecks.
They're very festive.
When was the last time you actually wore a turtleneck?
The other day.
No, you did not. When was the
Actually-
last time you actually wore a turtleneck? Do you own a turtleneck? I own a couple.
Do you?
Yeah.
I actually don't own a turtleneck.
What?
No. I mean, I have like an Under Armour like zipper thing that goes
That's not
up,
a turtleneck.
and it looks like a turtleneck.
No, a turtleneck's the thing, and it's got like the weird fold over
Yeah.
in the top.
Yeah, and you're like choking. You're like, oh
The
gosh,
whole
I'm so
time.
hot right now. And
That's
so
what,
my
that's
neck
what I
is
say every
itching
time
right
I'm
now.
in that. Because it's like an Abercrombie turtleneck. I'm like,
You
yes,
you
look
probably
at
wore them
me.
because, you know, back in the day with all the hickeys and stuff.
Okay.
Just saying. I could totally see that.
Wow. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
You're the worst. It's not true, man. Never.
I had a friend.
Besides, frozen spoon, bro.
Frozen spoon. It's easy.
Yeah,
it's
dog,
easy.
frozen spoon. Who
Yeah.
needs a turtleneck? Come
Yeah.
on, bro.
10
Come on.
seconds with a frozen
What,
spoon.
You didn't live in the 90s?
Who taught you that? We didn't have Google back in the day.
Yeah, I know.
Who told you that?
I just ran in the right crowd, dog. I just ran.
Like, who knew that would cure that?
And it didn't.
It didn't?
It
It didn't
never
work?
did. No, of course not. Of course not. It's like you're just giving yourself like a weird rug burn and making it worse.
That's it.
All of a sudden, it's like, sorry, no, I was a prison tat. That's what I got, guys. My
oh
whole
my
neck.
gosh.
Yep.
Oh, that's good, man.
Gosh.
Google it right now and see if there's a cure for that. Just, you know.
A cure for
Yeah.
that.
We'll see what they say. See if they say
Oh.
wooden spoon. Will you Google that on your computer?
Wooden spoon? Metal
Yeah.
spoon, bro.
You said wooden spoon.
No, metal spoon.
You said
I
wooden
said
spoon.
Frozen spoon. I said frozen spoon because you get a metal spoon and stick it in the freezer.
Pretty sure
We'll
he said
talk off
frozen
air.
wooden spoon, guys.
No.
Am I? What did he
that's
say?
not-
I'm pretty sure he said
no.
wooden spoon. He
No,
said wooden spoon.
frozen spoon.
Okay.
Frozen spoon.
Yeah. Broken spoon. Good job.
Trying to type.
Let's see.
There you go.
Oh, yep. It
Yep.
pulled up on the Google.
Yep.
Does it work?
You put a spoon in the freezer for a few minutes lightly. You brush the area around it with a toothbrush or a comb.
Oh, see, you
to
missed that.
stimulate circulation.
You missed that part.
I had no idea.
Oh, there's like a 3-step process.
Yeah. See? No.
All right.
I can't believe I just Googled that. You know HR is going to be coming
Exactly.
back going, hey, I'm sorry. Somebody back here Googled how to get rid of a hickey. I'm like, no! No, you see the frozen spoon from the 90s.
That's good. All right, we got to take a quick break, guys. Thanks for chiming in on YouTube and Twitch.tv. We're live from the Dreamstar Remodeling Star 88 Studios. Hang out.
Supakeet is 10 years old. Like hundreds of thousands of children like him, his family is part of a minority group that is oppressed in his home country of Myanmar. That's why they fled their country to become refugees in Thailand. His life is a life of hardship and danger. The refugee camps are full of abuse and exploitation. And if his parents can even find work, they only earn enough to barely survive. Compassion has opened 13 child development centers through local churches along the Thai-Myanmar border. These centers are an oasis of hope, where children and their families are given the basic necessities like food and shelter, legal help, and the education and training they need to be released from their poverty. Join Star 88 in Compassion and sponsor a child in Thailand on the border with Myanmar now. Just call 855-293-2323 or click on the Compassion banner at star88.fm.
Tony Evans. This is a Star 88 Supernova.
The purpose of marriage is the relational expansion of the purposes of God in history through what he calls in verse 15, seeking a godly offspring. In other words, he doesn't want you to have children just to have lookalikes. He wants you to have children to raise up a godly seed who spring out and spread the image of God worldwide. Happiness comes off of the purpose of covenant being fulfilled. But if you stuck at happy and never get around to covenant, happy will die. Because happy is not a strong enough anchor.
That was Pastor Tony Evans on a Star 88 Supernova. This is Star 88 at 88.3 FM, KLYT, Albuquerque, Santa Fe, and online at star88.fm.
Trading punches with the heart of darkness, going to blows with your fear and calling. You never know until it's stripped away. The part of you has gotta die to change. In the morning you gon' need an answer. Ain't nobody gonna change the standard. It's not enough to just feel the flame. You gotta burn your old self away. Hold on tight a little longer. What don't kill you make you stronger. Get back up, 'cause it's all love. You can't change without a fallout. It's gonna hurt, but don't you slow down. Get back up, 'cause it's all love.
You know the situation can't be right, and all you ever do is fight. But there's a reason that the road is long. It takes some time to make your courage strong.
Hold on tight a little longer. What don't kill you make you stronger. Get back up, 'cause it's all love. You can't change without a fallout. It's gonna hurt, but don't you slow down. Get back up, 'cause it's all love. When the wolves come and hunt me down, I will face them all and stand my ground. 'Cause there's a fire burning deep. They will see my strength in this love I've found. Whoa! Hold on tight a little longer. What don't kill you make you stronger. Get back up, 'cause it's all love. You can't change without a fallout. It's gonna hurt, but don't you slow down. Get back up, 'cause it's all love. It's a Hold on tight a little longer. What don't kill you make you stronger. Get back up, 'cause it's all love. You can't change without a fallout. It's gonna hurt, but don't you slow down. Get back up, 'cause it's all love. 'Cause it's all love.
Oh, Need to Breathe. Hard Love. It is Star 88, 804.
High today of 50 degrees.
It's the Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
Good morning. Welcome to the show, Dex, Steve-O. Starmy, that's you. Hi. You know, I was saying I should go down to local Walmart and lay away some things.
Yeah.
I don't know why I don't do it every year, because this year seems to be like everybody is, like every rich person, every celebrity is stepping up and going down and paying off everybody's layaway. Like everybody's doing it. Did you see like Kid Rock did it the other day? Kid Rock went down and like paid off like $95,000. That was $81,000 at a Tennessee Walmart.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he paid off 350 layaways. Tyler Perry, he paid off $434,000 worth of layaway items at 2 Walmarts.
Mm-hmm.
How cool is that, man? Now, a Secret Santa in Idaho is giving away $250,000 to people who need help. What is happening, man?
Well, this is what happens this time of year. It's Christmas time. People get into that, like, I don't know, spirit of giving, if you will.
I feel like it wasn't like this last year. I mean, there was a couple stories that came out, but not like this. The people are going big this year.
This is why we had that conversation about the film A Christmas Story and how a lot of people were saying it's not really a Christmas story because it's not that warm, fuzzy, like people just get this feeling and they're like, I gotta go do something.
Right. Yeah. Apparently for the 4th year in a row, someone in Idaho is handing out big checks to people for the holidays. And he's now giving away $250,000. Okay? They're working with a local news station and asking viewers to nominate people who deserve help. The only conditions are you can't nominate yourself and the person has to live in East Idaho. They're accepting names up until Christmas, but they're already handing money out. Last week, the station surprised a single dad named Dakota Nelson, who lost his wife of 17 years this past fall.
Gosh.
She was only 38, but collapsed in their garage back in July and then passed away in September, and she left 7 kids behind.
Oh my gosh.
So obviously it's been incredibly hard on Dakota and their kids, including financially. So several people nominated him. And last week, a reporter surprised him with $2,000 in gift cards plus a check for $8,000.
Wow.
He got pretty emotional and wanted to know who to thank. Then he broke down when they told him the gift was anonymous. They also, here's cool. There's also a GoFundMe that was set up by his wife's sister when she collapsed. Last we checked, let's see where we're at.
Oh, man.
Huh? Wow. Okay, it's getting up there. So there was like a $250,000 goal.
Dude, $41,000 is still a lot of money.
No, it is. But I was like, it's just like she was a beautiful woman. That stinks.
Well, yeah, dude, you had me at wife and mother of 7.
7 kids.
I like how, like, then you see the picture.
Gosh.
Oh, yeah. It's sad now.
Well, you see a picture and you're like, oh, no.
It goes from being a story into
a real person. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, I've had multiple people over the years hit me up. Same situation, you know?
Yeah.
I have a friend now who I talk to every once in a while. We text each other. But, you know, he's a dad, a single dad now, because he lost his wife a few years back from cancer. And they had like 5 kids.
I like how this story was supposed to be this heartwarming Christmas story, and it's just turned into tragedy.
Where did we
what
turn?
We?
Yeah.
There's no we here.
You know what? Where did that? Okay. But that's pretty cool, man. Oh, look at, there's more pictures. I don't want to see more pictures.
Wow.
Oh, they were a beautiful couple, too. Gosh, look at those kids. Well, you know what? Shout out to this anonymous person giving away $250,000 to people who need help. I love that. I think that's a good way to do it, right? Is to get people to nominate. Because then you just weed out all the selfish people, right? But you want to go down to a Walmart today and lay away a few items?
No, I do not.
Just on the chance that somebody might pay it all off? I don't know. That's pretty cool. When's the last time you laid something away? Have you ever done that?
I don't think so.
Wow, you're so rich.
What? No,
So
dude,
rich.
no. Here's the thing. Dave Ramsey, okay? It's this idea that if you can't afford to buy it, then I don't know, maybe don't buy it.
Yeah, but guess what? Laying away something isn't buying something.
But it's
because you
still
don't get it.
saying, like,
but you don't get it. You don't get it. It's
So
not
I
like you used a
never-
credit card.
I never laid away anything because, yeah.
Because if you don't know what
Do you
layaway
know me?
is,
I'm so weird and frugal about money.
no, you are. You're the wrong person to ask about that.
Yeah.
But if you don't know what laying away something is, it's like at Walmart or some stores, there's a department where if you have an item that you want to buy but can't afford it, you go there and you're like, okay, we'll hold this for you. And then you can come whenever you want and you can make payments on it until it's paid off and then they'll give it to you. But you don't get to take it home. It's not like you put a credit card down and then you bought it. It's like, no, you chip away at it. So a lot of families that are poor will start doing that back in like June or July.
Mm-hmm.
They'll start laying away their Christmas presents. And then every couple weeks when they get paid, they'll go and put some money down on it until it's paid off at Christmas time. So then you have all these people that are getting it all paid off from these amazing people. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. Gosh, man, look at how that's just a great family right there, you know? Got to appreciate what we have, right? Yeah. You know? I think that's what I learned from this story from the Dakota family.
Well, yeah.
You know, you just never know. You just never know. Right? Maybe you're not talking to somebody right now.
Oh.
You know, maybe you're mad.
I got to call the 9.
See? See, guys? It's the magic of Christmas right now. It's happening.
Are we going to talk about like the top Christmas movies coming up today?
No, we're talking about the Dakota
No,
family
I know,
right
but
now.
I mean
What?
like later because I seriously, now that we're talking about like Christmas and the Christmas spirit,
Yes.
I'm going to dissect this list at some point
Really?
because, yeah, if they're not like these feel-good, fuzzy Christmas films, I'd be mad. Like the Griswolds. It doesn't start happy. He's thinking about that swimming pool he's going to get in his backyard with the Christmas bonus. And then he doesn't get said Christmas bonus.
No, he doesn't. Spoiler alert.
And he doesn't know what he's going to do.
That's right.
And maybe a lot of us are in that situation where we were like counting our eggs before they hatched. And now we're like, what are we going to do for Christmas?
Exactly.
That's a Christmas movie.
You know what? Good call.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, next thing you know, you're kidnapping your boss, you know, because he signed you up for some, like, you know, what was it?
I mean,
ham of the month or something?
To be fair, you didn't sign up. Like, that was totally your cousin who, you know.
That's funny.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? Jay Marie reminded us that maybe we can't give thousands of dollars to just like, you know, pay off people's layaways, but we were able to help through Compassion International.
Amen.
And to those recipients, it's a lot like winning the layaway lottery.
Oh,
because
yeah.
They had nothing. And so.
No, you think about
that's a
that.
good reminder, Jay Marie. Good reminder.
Think about that. Those kids, they won the lottery. They won the lottery. Like if Compassion showed up and knocked at your door and was like, hey, kid, because of somebody in Albuquerque decided to pay $38 a month, like we're going to take care of like your food and your education now. Your family's not going to have to stress about that. That's like winning the lottery, right?
Yeah.
Because that's what they worry about. They worry about that stuff. And what are we worried about? Whether or not if we're going to be able to pay off the items that we put on layaway. It's just such a different culture. Isn't that crazy?
Well, by the way, Family of 8 chimed in and said layaway is actually how we get all of our school clothes. So
see?
Somebody else said layaway is only like 90 days max now. So what
90 days max?
What if you can't pay it off like in 90 days? Say that there's like the max. Do they keep that money?
Yeah, you can't get your money back, dude.
Are you being serious?
No, they don't keep the money.
Oh, okay.
There's no
Like,
there's
what?
no way they could keep the money. I mean, I don't know 100%, but there's no way.
Idea.
Hey, come on,
Here.
they can steal
Here we
your
go, guys.
money.
Here we go. There's this magical device called the internet.
Are you being serious? You really
How
think that a
does-
business is like, you have 90 days, and if you don't pay it off, we're taking all your money?
Let me ask you a question. What does my brother do for a living?
He works at a pawn shop?
Yes. Guess how that works.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thanks. Just making sure you know. Just making sure you knew. Like, after a certain amount of time, if it's not, it's like, hey, cool, and now we own your stuff. So, yes, they can keep it. So,
Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying, but that's kind of different because, like, they give you, like, here, take this, like, cool, like, painting that's worth $1,000, and then you're going to give
and
me
they
cash.
give you $50 for it.
Yeah. That's different.
Okay, by the way, every store has their own rules. Most layaway programs follow 4 simple rules. You pick up the item you want to put on layaway, right? And
Okay.
you make a down payment.
Okay.
all right? You make small payments over time. Once you pay off the total purchase price plus all of the layaway fees, you can pick up your item. Yay! However, there are like service fees that cover the store's cost of processing multiple payments, keeping the item off the shelves. So anywhere from $5 to $10 every time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That's kind of
That's what I'm saying. If you can't afford it, that's like what I was saying.
Oh,
like,
gosh.
Cancellation fee, most stores charge a cancellation fee. So if you decide to cancel the layaway plan and you can't make all the payments by the due date, they cancel it, but you get charged.
Oh.
And on top of that, some stores also charge a restocking fee if you don't make them all.
Yeah, but what about like the 90-day like rule? Like what if you don't pay it off in 90 days?
I don't know. I've never laid anything away.
Guys, that'd be terrible.
See, Paul says like they keep the down payment and the restocking fee.
Okay. Wow. I guess they got to make money too. It makes sense. But anyways, all right. We got to take a break. Yeah, there's a tie for America's favorite Christmas movie of all time.
A tie?
A tie is a tie.
Oh, okay, wait. Well, no, we'll get to it. Because I want to know the age range of people they surveyed.
Okay. So we'll tackle that.
Greatest Christmas movie of all time.
All time, everybody. We'll be back right after this.
For over 40 years, La Salita Restaurant has been serving New Mexican food to Albuquerque. From starters like soups, salads, and Cindy nachos to entrees like chili rellenos, burrito de Eduardo, the BOG burrito, and carne adobada. La Salita is friendly to those who are vegan or gluten-free and offers catering, as well as a rewards program at 1950 Wansabo or online at lasalita.com. Star 88 thanks La Salita for their support.
When the world appears to crumble around you and your prayers have gone cold, go for the breakthrough. Join Pastor James McDonald to hear how you can pray powerfully with confident expectation and to hear insights from God's Word and the kinds of prayers you could be praying this month. Take your prayer life to a new level and get ready to pour on the accelerant this week on Walk in the Word.
Make an appointment with James McDonald, weekdays at 12:30 p.m. on our sister station, KNKT 107.1 FM. This is a fresh thought. Listen up to Levi Lusko.
Words kill. Words give life. They're either poison or fruit. Then he says, you choose. And you do every time you talk. You're choosing to spit venom, or you're choosing to speak a gift, something that can give life. Colossians 4 verse 6, let every word you speak, I love this, be drenched with grace. Let it be drenched with grace. Grace is unmerited favor, by the way. Grace is not ever deserved. So if your rationale is, I'm mean, but you don't even know, they're way bigger of a jerk. Grace is something someone doesn't deserve. So let the way you speak drench them with something that they don't deserve, something that they're unwilling to give, something that they probably desperately need, and that's why they're acting the way that they act.
For more fresh thoughts, go to LeviLusko.com.
Pressing on with my back to the past, and let the old see visions of the future, and I sing, let the old dream dreams, but come on, in my world, God do a new thing, I know you're moving, in my world, chain reaction. Like heaven in motion, Jesus, you made me new. I'm pressing on with my back to the past, and let the old see visions of the future. let's go. In my world, God do a new thing. I know you're moving. In my world, a chain reaction, a holy passion.
River.
New day, guys.
Yeah, River Valley Worship on Star 88, 822.
Woo! Did you see that river over there?
Yeah?
We should go dance in it.
Let's do it!
I had an AM-15.
The Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O on Star 88.
Good morning. Ah, yeah, that's right, everybody. Stretch it out. Get ready for a new day. Hey, thanks for hanging out with us on YouTube or Twitch. Star 88 FM. We're on demand as well through the app. iTunes, search Morning Invasion. Download us, go subscribe. You missed out on our big interview yesterday with Nick McKinley.
Kara Smith.
The real Jack Ryan. Dude, go back. It was a great interview. Deliverfund.org. They go out and hunt human traffickers here in our city, here in Albuquerque. All right. Now don't cheat, dude. Don't be looking over here, man. I know how you roll. Okay? Before the break, we teased this list. Apparently there's a tie for America's favorite Christmas movie of all time. What do you think it is?
It's a Wonderful Life.
Think it's A Wonderful Life?
It's A Wonderful Life.
What's it tied with?
See, this is where it gets tricky. Starmy, help me. Help me, Starmy. Because immediately when you said greatest Christmas movies of all time, I'm like, it's got to be It's a Wonderful Life. It's a Wonderful Life. It's what most people talk about.
It's a Wonderful Life.
It's a Christmas tradition in many households.
Yeah,
and then after that, it's like, well, how old are the people they surveyed? Because I would say Christmas Vacation, but that depends on who you're surveying. Because if it's old people, it's probably Miracle on 34th Street or White Christmas. There's so much pressure, Dex.
They surveyed more than 1,200 Americans.
Just Americans? That's all we get? Americans? See? Landon says Elf or A Christmas Story. But then everybody else is saying, like, White Christmas. Miracle on... Jessica said Miracle on 31st Street? Wrong street. You're like 3 streets away. Home Alone. Diane says Miracle on 34th, and I'm not old. But Kim says Elf. I love Elf. Sarah's like, White Christmas is my favorite. I have an old soul. See, I'm telling you, It's a Wonderful Life is my favorite.
So these people that they surveyed were given 20 Christmas movies and TV specials.
Was Die Hard on that list? Because Jarrett says there are 2 types of people, those who think Die Hard is the best Christmas movie and those who are wrong. Except Bruce Willis this year came out and said himself that it's not.
Yeah, I don't think it was ever intended to be.
John McClane, bro.
It was never intended to be a Christmas movie.
You respect John McClane. See, somebody else said Reindeer Games. Gosh.
Wow.
Ben Affleck.
See, it's... And I think Daddy's Home 2 deserves to be on the list.
No.
You know?
No, because Gremlins, that's on my list.
Okay.
Oh, man.
So you said It's a Wonderful Life?
It's a Wonderful Life, period. The end has got to be tied for... Just at least give me that. Is it at least tied for first?
Okay, you got that one.
Yeah.
But what's it tied with?
Okay, because it's tied for first, that means it's got to be like older people. I feel like the inconceivable guy on Princess Bride. Not even remotely. You clearly studied the arts of... Okay, anyways. Christmas Vacation.
Christmas Vacation.
I have to say Christmas Vacation. Then I'll go with the old one, Miracle on 34th Street.
You'll never get it.
Yes, I will. Yes, I will. A Christmas Carol. That was somebody else's. The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. Home Alone. Elf. Did I already say White Christmas? A Christmas Story.
Oh, wait.
In this modern age, too many people have lost sight of the true meaning of Christmas.
Mom! Hush!
Shut up, Ralphie!
Yeah.
So now,
really,
in the spirit of the original.
It's so funny that it's the number one tied because we just had this whole conversation about how
it's
a
not
Christmas
a Christmas
Story
movie.
isn't a Christmas movie. Well, not according to America. Yeah.
Is it because it's on TBS for 17 days straight? That's all they do?
Obviously, if they would not do that if nobody watched it. They do it for a reason.
I know. Landon did say that right away, Elf for A Christmas Story. Now he's saying I told you so.
Yeah, that was number one. A tie between A Christmas Story and It's a Wonderful Life. 9% of the vote, guys.
What about Nightmare Before Christmas? Is that on the top 20?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, a four-way tie between, there was a bunch of other ones I'm not going to name yet. But, yeah, Nightmare Before Christmas for sure.
What about Jingle All the Way? Was that on the list?
Jingle All the Way with Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Yeah, bro. Can I be honest with you right now?
Yeah.
I've never seen it. I've also never seen True Lies.
Ugh.
I know. There was like this season of Schwarzenegger that I just didn't get into for some reason. Like Terminator 2 was it. I'm like, that's it for me. He'll never get better.
Unbelievable, man.
Sorry.
He's not an Arnie fan.
What about this upcoming Once Upon a Deadpool? It's a PG-13 film, and it's going to be a Christmas movie.
Nope.
It's a good call, Mark. It's a good call.
What do you think? Number two. There was another tie.
Oh, at number two?
No, the number two
Okay,
spot.
can I ask this? Have I said these two films?
I think you have, yes.
Okay.
I believe you have.
Miracle on 34th Street.
Nope.
White Christmas.
Nope.
Elf.
No, that was the four-way tie for third place.
Okay.
Was Elf.
Charlie Brown Christmas.
Nope.
Wrong. Scrooged.
Wrong.
Remember Scrooged with
Oh,
Bill
I
Murray?
love Scrooge.
Gosh.
That's a great one.
They were showing that at the Guild this last weekend. Christmas Vacation.
National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, which I have to agree, that's probably
Tied for second. Okay.
tied with Daddy's Home 2 for me.
But no Miracle on 34th Street.
No.
No White Christmas.
Nope. No. Come on, man. I think you did say this.
Rudolph.
No.
Frosty the
Think
Snowman.
our childhood.
Our childhood. Home Alone.
Home Alone. That's a good Christmas movie.
It's actually
It really is.
It really, really is. I agree.
Yeah.
Even though it's, I think, a Thanksgiving movie.
And I kind of want to read the article that I found this morning. Is that boy? What was his name?
Which boy?
In Home
Macaulay
Alone?
Culkin?
Or what was his character's name?
Kevin!
Kevin. Is he a psychopath? You know?
Because he's
yeah,
trying to kill two grown men?
Yeah, exactly.
Who are wanting to break into his home? That would be a 4-minute movie these days. Because all kids are strapped. So they'd walk in and he'd just blow them away.
Exactly. Yeah, Home Alone, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation was tied for number 2.
Wow, America. Here's what I love. You've got a bunch of news. So it's like Home Alone, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, and A Christmas Story. But then tied for first place in America is still It's a Wonderful Life. That makes me happy.
Never seen it.
Have you really never seen it? Like, is that real?
I've never seen it.
Gosh, dude, don't come to my house, though. Chrissy ruins it every year.
What?
I try and watch it every... Yes!
What do you mean?
And she's like...
She tells you the ending?
Oh, it's so boring. And she just talks. This is so boring.
I have to agree. That's why I've never watched it.
She hates it. And I'm like, this is one of the greatest movies of all time.
Okay.
Frank Capra directed. Jimmy Stewart.
It's black and white.
Donna
I can't
Reed.
watch black and white.
Gosh, you guys make me so angry. Uncultured swine.
Is that the one where it's like, when someone dies, an angel gets his wings?
Okay, when someone dies, yes, that's how it
What
goes.
was it? How's it go? I've never seen the movie. When the bell rings, someone gets his wings. What? How does it go? I'll never watch that movie. All right, so you said for third place it was a four-way tie, and you said Elf. So
Elf,
another
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah.
The Santa Claus. No.
Let's see. Nightmare Before Christmas was a four-way tie for fourth place.
Wait, we're on third place?
We're on third place right now, and it's a four-way tie for third.
Is the Santa Claus on the list? I haven't said that one yet.
No.
It's not on the list?
It should be.
Tim Allen?
Yeah, it should be.
What about Prancer? Remember Prancer?
No, Prancer.
Wait,
Get
what?
out of
I'm being serious. It was a reindeer movie.
here. Yeah. No. You said this. It's an old classic.
A White Christmas.
No.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Nightmare on Elm Street, yes.
Nightmare on Elm Street. Miracle on Elm Street.
Miracle on Elm Street, yes, you got it. Miracle on 34th.
Yeah.
Yep. How the Grinch Stole Christmas and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and Elf, four-way tie.
Wait, which How the Grinch Stole Christmas? The original classic cartoon or like the
doesn't say.
brand new animated one or the Jim Carrey one?
Doesn't say.
I need to know.
I don't know.
I can't move on until... Jean wants to know, what about Die Hard? Is
No.
Die Hard on the list at all?
No, guys, no.
Sarah, I'm going to, I promise. People want me to fix your Christmas, buddy. We're going to make you watch it this year.
No, you
At
can't
Bill's
make me watch
house, we're
that.
putting on... Dude, It's a Wonderful Life is because you like that stupid Family Man movie.
Oh my gosh, with Nick Cage?
Oh God.
Isn't that the same movie? Kinda? Isn't it the same thing? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This it's more like Scrooged, right? It's a Wonderful Life. Isn't that where they got Scrooged, where he goes back and sees the life that he could have had?
No.
Oh.
Well, kind of.
Oh.
You're talking about A Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait.
It's not called Scrooge. It's called A Christmas Carol.
Yeah, but Scrooge is like that too, though.
No,
with Bill Murray.
Scrooged.
Yeah, that's what I said. Scrooged.
No, you keep saying Scrooge.
No, I said Scrooged.
Ebenezer Scrooge is a character from A Christmas Carol.
Bill Murray's movie's called Scrooged, right?
Scrooged.
That's
yes.
what I said. Scrooged.
But Scrooged is a take on A Christmas Carol.
That's what I
which
said.
Features
They're
Ebenezer
the same movie.
Scrooge.
They're the same movie.
Kind
Family
of.
Man, Scrooged, and It's a Wonderful Life is the same movie.
No, Charles Dickens wrote A Christmas Carol. First of all, believer, amazing author.
Oh my gosh.
He also wrote Great Expectations. Mark says bad acting because Nick Cage. I didn't hate Nick Cage's
You guys are
acting.
crazy.
I just thought that
Nick
movie
Cage
was
is not
so
a bad
dumb.
actor.
God, I hated that movie.
I don't get that at all. How could you hate that movie?
Oh my gosh, Clopez has never seen it either. All right, I'm making you guys all come over.
Clopez, we are not unite with me. We will never watch it. All right.
It's a Wonderful Life is the best Christmas movie.
No, you think Ghostbusters, the female version, is
I
the
will
best
punch you.
movie
No,
of
I would
last
never
year. So
say that. Oh my
I can't
God.
trust you. Also, he thinks Hellboy 2 is the greatest movie on earth. So
Shout out to my boy Dave Adams who got that for me for Christmas, and it
Yeah.
became a tradition, and I watch it every year.
I
on
can't
Christmas.
trust you. I don't know. I don't believe that it's the greatest when Hellboy 2 is your favorite movie of all time. You can't convince me.
I'm not
bro.
even paying attention to you anymore.
So a fourth place, four-way tie between A Charlie Brown Christmas, A Christmas Carol, Nightmare Before Christmas, and The Polar Express.
I've never seen it.
That's sad.
I've read it. I just never saw The Polar Express. Sorry, guys.
It's all right, man.
Yeah.
What about Ernest Saves Christmas?
Oh, snap, dude.
Wasn't that a great movie?
It was! Ernest P.
1998.
Worrell.
Yep. Ernest Saves Christmas.
It's the only reason I loved Blake's as a kid,
Rest
because
in peace.
Ernest was the spokesperson.
Yep. All right, we got to take a break, guys. I mean, good job. They surveyed 1,200 Americans, given 20 Christmas movies and TV specials. And you know what? I can agree with a lot of this on the list.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Was Family Man on the list?
Family Man was not on the list.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Gosh, that movie.
All right, let's take another break, guys. If you want to chime in, we're on YouTube and twitch.tv at Star 88 FM. Hang out with us.
Rich Wilkerson Jr. reminds us that if we desire to lead, we must first learn to follow.
It's amazing as you read the New Testament, what you'll find out is that Jesus, over and over again, he compares you and I to sheep. And I wish I could say that this was nice or a compliment, but it's really not. Sheep, by all accounts, are some of the dumbest animals on the planet. God bless sheep, I love them, but that's all they can do, okay? People will tell us that they have incredibly, awful eyesight, that they're almost blind individuals. In fact, the one thing that sheep do have that's good is the sheep have good hearing. I think it's important that Jesus compares us to sheep because I think he's always trying to remind us that it's not about what you see, it's about what you hear. Because faith doesn't come by what you see, faith comes by what you hear.
That's a PowerPoint on Star 88.
I'm captivated, I say it, I'm on a whole new retreat. My space invaded, upgraded, I hear you talking to me. It's in the boom of the thunder, it's in the cool of the rain. And I'll say, I don't ever wanna get away. Tonight is beautiful, it's got my mind on you. And everywhere I turn is a reminder. I see you in everything, all day. And every beat of my heart keeps reminding me. I see you in every little thing, all day. No matter where I go, I know your love is finding me. I see you in everything. You're all up in everything. My soul's awakened, I'm taken by all the beauty you bring. You got it blaring, I'm staring, love watching you do your thing. There's no mistaking your style, no mistaking your touch. I see the grand, I see the subtle of your love. Lord, I see you in everything, all day. And every beat of my heart keeps reminding me. I see you in every little thing, all day. No matter where I go, I know your love is finding me. It's finding me in everything, all day. And every beat of my heart keeps reminding me. I see you in every little thing, all day. No matter where I go, I know your love is finding me. Tonight is beautiful, it's got my mind on you. And everywhere I turn is a reminder. From the sparkle in her eyes to the starlit open skies, you bring my heart to life, fill me with wonder. I see you in everything, all day, all day. And every beat of my heart keeps reminding me. I see you in every little thing, all day, all day. No matter where I go, I know your love is finding me. I see you in everything. You're all up in everything. I see you in everything. You're all up in everything. Oh, I can see your love in everything. And that's why you'll always be my everything. Yeah, I can see your love in everything. And that's why you'll always be my everything.
Tobin Mack, everything. It is Star 88. 840.
Hey, today of 51 degrees.
What's going on in the news today?
A deadly storm slams the southeast.
There is no power for hundreds of thousands of people.
The
search continues for the next White House chief of staff.
Names flying all over the place.
The FBI said has made 2 arrests in 2 separate terror plots in the Toledo, Ohio area. One suspect allegedly wanted to target synagogues. The other is accused of plotting to blow up a bar.
Former Baylor University fraternity president Jacob Anderson charged with 4 counts of sexual assault, given what critics call a light sentence, 3 years probation and a $400 fine.
More violent protests in Paris.
A 4th weekend of demonstrations.
The Supreme Court has handed a victory to Planned Parenthood. The High Court refusing to consider appeals from Kansas and Louisiana that would allow them to deny Medicaid money to Planned Parenthood, even though that money is not used to fund abortions.
A fearless 102-year-old grandmother proved that age is just a number.
Irene O'Shea from South Australia is once again the world's oldest skydiver.
I always land on my bottom.
What'd you say, Grandma? What'd you say? Do you see this? This is pretty cool, man. 102-year-old woman becomes the oldest skydiver in the world.
Incredible.
Here she is.
Oh, 102.
Oh, man. Man, come on. Grandma, this is awesome. Way to go.
Why'd you pause it? I wanted to watch her jump out of the airplane,
Sorry,
bro.
man. Sorry.
Like, she got right up to the edge. There she goes!
Oh! That's cool, man.
Okay, real question. How scared do you think the instructor was?
What do you mean?
You know, because they're rocking it tandem.
Yeah.
And it's like, and he can't see her. He's just like above her.
Wait,
and she's harnessed him.
there goes her dentures.
And then it's like, boom. And then they land, and he's like, woo, how do you feel? And she's gone.
Edna, dead.
102. Like, I'm being serious. You don't think there's like, things you need to go through before jumping out of an airplane? Like, how strong is your heart?
Yeah, I mean, I get that. But at the same time,
I'm just saying.
Yeah, you kind of just go into it expecting that she's probably going to die. That's the attitude you go in with. That's, you're going to die. And if you have that attitude.
You're a terrible person.
I'm not.
I'm taking you to see It's a Wonderful Life at the movie theater.
No.
It's happening.
I won't go.
Oh, gosh, we're going. And then you can give a movie review. You and Brody. No. I'll take Brody, too. He's never seen it either. Because it's in black and white, and it's really long.
So this skydiver, she did this because she's like, okay, why did she do this? Just to cross it off her bucket list?
Yeah.
No, she wanted to raise awareness for the disease that killed her daughter.
Oh my God.
Right?
Yeah, it's a rare disease. It's called old age. You see, her daughter died at the age of 93.
Yeah. Please leave. This is crazy, man. So this woman, Irene, celebrated her 100th birthday by skydiving for the first time and has taken the extreme leap of faith every year since. So she's been jumping now for 2 years.
That's cool, man.
Right? She broke the world record. Her daughter died of motor neuron disease.
I'm looking it up.
Okay.
We're looking a lot of things up today. Today's all about discovery and learning
She
things.
saw this year's skydive as the perfect opportunity to raise money and awareness for the Motor Neuron Disease Association of South Australia. She jumped from 14,000 feet. And, the instructor, Jed Smith, 24-year-old guy, paramedic, she's made previous jumps with. They fell 136 miles per hour before the parachute deployed. She's fine, man. Wow. Hopefully she makes it for another jump.
It's incredible.
Right?
Seriously.
Look at her, man. Ah, man, she looks 102. Yeah. But happy. That smile, man.
Yeah, dude.
102. Jeez. What is it? What kind of disease is it?
Yeah, it's like a
brain.
Yeah, like spinal cord to.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
It disrupts the pathway, spinal cord to the brain, and yeah.
That's cool, man. She's doing something cool for her daughter. 102 years old. All right. 505-338-3700. Did you hear the latest audio from Mars that came back?
Shut up.
No, I'm serious.
I never trust you when it's audio. Ever.
This is real.
This is real. Oh, yeah, okay. Go ahead, give it to me. Is
See,
it
now I wish I had something that wasn't real.
Is it Marvin the Martian? Like, go ahead.
I feel like I should have produced something,
Yeah,
you know?
probably.
Darn it.
That's
I missed
okay.
it.
All right. So really, though, they got
No,
audio
this
back?
is like real audio from, the latest landing. And, yeah, they got some audio back. And what do you think it sounds like up there on Mars? What do you think? I mean, what do you think it sounds like?
Do you want me to do sound effects?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
I mean, if you put out
I just think
a
it's
recorder,
gonna be like really windy.
really windy.
Yes.
Okay.
I saw The Martian.
This is it, guys. This is what Mars sounds like.
That's pretty cool.
Kind of cool, right?
It's like an ultrasound.
It did sound a little like an ultrasound.
I
right?
heard the heartbeat.
What? You heard the heartbeat?
Yeah, haven't you ever been to like an ultrasound? And it's like,
That's what it sounds like, huh?
this is hurting my ears.
It kind of is. It's like tickling my ears a
Yeah,
little bit.
it's
I
weird.
kind of like it.
That's real.
I like it. I think it feels good.
Okay.
Don't judge me. All right.
How? Oh, never mind.
No, wait. Go. Maybe.
No, I'm just curious. Like, okay, back to your point of like, how come we don't have any footage from Mars?
Mm-hmm.
So they can send audio back and forth, though.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
This isn't real, right?
Why couldn't
I'm
they send
starting
audio
to like
back?
jump on the Steph Curry bandwagon. I'm liking this guy more.
Oh, wow.
And more and more because of the things he said recently. So I know we'll talk about that coming up later. But
No, we can jump right into that.
I mean, just think about it. Like, that's really what Mars sounds like. I also am highly disappointed in you. I was seriously waiting for, like, Marvin the Martian to show up. Like, anything. E.T., like, any kind of, like, Alf. Any alien.
I got nothing, dude.
Wow!
Yeah, nothing.
That sounds like, yeah, Paul said what I was literally about to say. Sounds like my stomach. I left my breakfast burrito at home, guys. This is what's happening inside my body right now. This hurts
Is
my
this your
ears.
stomach?
It feels weird. It feels weird on my ears.
All right. Oh, wait. Hold on. We have a second recording of audio on Mars. No, this is real. I'm dead serious. All right, because they NASA's changed the frequency of that one and sped it up 100 times. So it sounds more like wind.
I wish people would listen to me.
Okay. All right. Wait, hold on. They even have a more advanced audio. Okay, so they sped it up, kind of digitally did something to the sound again. Let's see. See what it sounds like. What's that noise?
You're an idiot.
What's that?
All that setup. All that setup, dude. You know who laughed at that? Brody. I hope you're proud of yourself.
Is that what really came back when they? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. This is weird. On a recent NBA podcast, Golden State Warriors superstar Steph Curry said he believes the moon landing was a hoax.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, dude.
Wait. Hold on.
We just ran out of money and we can't go to space anymore. Like, oh yeah, we can't go to the moon, but we could in the 60s.
Hold on.
Yeah, the 70s were good to us. We could totally go to the moon. But
I'm confused.
Now that we have real cameras and stuff, it's like, nah, we don't want to go to the moon.
So you're saying you believe Steph Curry?
Yeah, I believe.
Okay.
We ever been to the moon?
Nope.
They gonna come get us. I don't think so either. I'm conspiracy. Sorry, I don't want to start a conspiracy.
They ain't been on the moon.
You don't think so?
Mm-mm.
You got to do the research on Stanley Kubrick.
This big back then.
Bro.
Man, you talking about we took something to the moon? I don't think so.
Mm-hmm.
Well, NASA has offered to let Curry tour the evidence at the Johnson Space Center in Houston the next time the Warriors are in town to play the Rockets.
That doesn't say anything, though. It's like, come explore all this evidence that we had on the moon that is now back on Earth.
This rock that we got from the moon.
Sure. I honestly don't. I like, seriously.
Wait, you really don't believe we've been to the moon?
No.
Shut
I'm being totally serious right now.
Wow, guys. I didn't know this about Steve-O.
1969.
You really, huh? You really
we
don't
wanted
think
to
so?
beat the Russians to the moon, so we had this really dope sound stage.
Wow.
That's seriously, I honestly believe that. If we did, that'd be really cool. I'm not like conspiracy theorist where I'm like, it's a government conspiracy, but I really don't. I really don't.
So you think those astronauts, Neil Armstrong, all of them are just liars? Huh. Wow. You know what? I should probably just slap you across the face for all of those men and women who served our country by flying to the moon.
Oh.
Let me take my glove off and slap you
Okay,
across the face.
Thank you. Oh!
Seriously.
That
Come
was for
on,
Neil.
man. That was for Neil. I can't remember the other astronauts' names. What were they?
Come on, bro.
Neil,
Buzz Aldrin.
Buzz. What about Buzz? What would Buzz say if he was standing right here? He'd punch you square on the nose.
Probably.
Probably
Because they were
would.
like really grumpy old men.
Yeah.
And they really were
he went to the moon. Who wants to go to the moon? There's nothing up there.
I would love to.
I would never go out. I'd never, ever. I would never. Even if it was like, honestly, if it was 100% safe that I wouldn't die, I still wouldn't like leave our atmosphere. I have no desire to like go in a spaceship and go into space. None. But see, I don't know what to believe anymore because I brought up the astronauts and now you're like, I don't know, man. So you really just think they're liars?
Kevin does have a good point. Faking a moon landing and keeping it a secret since 1969 is a lot harder than actually just going to the moon.
Exactly.
Do you imagine having to try and like keep that cover up for 50-something years?
Right. One of those astronauts would have cracked at one point, you know? You just aren't buying it, huh?
No.
Wow.
I really... Yeah. Everybody else is against me. That's fine. That's fine.
Well, you're not alone, you know? I mean, there's a lot of flat earthers out there. I mean, why don't you just jump on that bandwagon? You know, you might as well. If you don't believe we went to the moon, you might as well be a flat earther.
Allegedly, we landed on the moon on my birthday, so it was always a bit of trivia I could get every time. July 16th, 1969. We landed on the moon!
Wow.
I don't know.
Here's what I don't understand is like, why has it taken so long for us to go back to the moon?
Thank you. This is literally what I'm saying.
But okay, if we can get a rover to Mars, why haven't we been focusing more on the moon? It's closer, you know? That's what I don't get.
I don't know. Mythbusters allegedly proved it.
Proved that
we did go or that it was a hoax. I don't understand. Somebody else said it would have cost more money to produce that in a studio than to actually just go to the moon.
No,
Somebody else said, no way, Steve-O, we went to the moon. Oh, yeah, I'm sure, Steve-O, you think the Earth is flat too, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I did see a bunch of videos that came out, I don't know, it was a couple years ago or something where they tried to recreate it, and it almost was believable that it was all a hoax.
Kim says, are you saying our government would lie to us, Steve-O? No, they would never do that.
Never do that. But if think about that, that would be the greatest con of all time, right?
Well, duh. So Landon's like, so all the other moon landings were fake too? Because we didn't only go one time. So
how many times have we gone to the moon? I'm going to Google that, guys. So uneducated. How many times do you think we've gone?
I mean, I don't know.
Okay.
Adam Ruins Everything. There's an episode that a member of the Starmy sent us called Why the Moon Landing Couldn't Have Been Faked.
Guys, there have been 6 manned U.S. landings between 1969 and 1972 and numerous unmanned landings with no soft landings happening from 1976 until 2013. Okay.
Oh, here's something interesting. This is a really good point. So one of the big points for like conspiracy theorists is that we were trying to beat the Russians to the moon.
Okay.
And so if we really did fake it on a soundstage and we didn't really go to the moon, why is it that only Americans are the ones that are saying that the moon landing was fake and the Russians never came after us to say that it was fake? Because they did go to the moon too, just later.
Yeah.
Because you would think that the Russians would say, no, theirs was fake. We were first to moon. We land on moon first.
But hold on a second. The United States we're the only ones that have had like manned missions that have landed on the moon. 3 countries have successfully robotic probes land. U.S., Russia, and China. 5 countries have had successful probes orbit the moon. So we're the only one that's like had people on the moon.
Okay.
Like Russia still hasn't done that. China hasn't done that.
They were the first to reach the surface of the moon on September 13th, 1959. 10 years before we landed on the moon. That was a manned mission. Yep. But that's actually a compelling argument. Why haven't the Russians ever said like, no, you guys totally didn't? Because that's something the Russians would do. You know what I'm saying?
Here's a good question.
Okay.
Who owns the moon?
What?
Who owns the moon?
Who owns the Earth?
Jesus. Just kidding. Oh my gosh. Dennis Hope, an American entrepreneur, sells extraterrestrial real estate. In 1980, he started his own business. He claimed he sold 2.5 million acres, 1 acre plots on the moon. There's a lot of people that own like pieces of the moon. That might be the greatest scam in history right there.
Okay. Somebody says, while I do believe we did land on the moon, I do not believe we actually filmed it. I think the footage was faked, but the landing was real.
Wow. Okay. I did not know that about you, Steve-O. I'm a little taken back.
It's not something. It's not like a hard thing because that's already compelling enough evidence. I'm like, that's a good one. You know what? I can be swayed on that.
Okay.
It's not like my theology.
Okay.
This is
All right. Well, joining us on the show right now is former astronaut. I wish I had an astronaut.
Oh gosh, right now. I would be so mad at you. From Mission Impossible. Yeah. 80% of the Starmy believes we landed.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. How much does the moon cost?
I'm sorry, what?
How much does the moon cost?
Like somebody bought the moon and they can sell it, and if they were to sell it, it'd be worth this? Is that what you're saying? Does somebody own the moon?
Yeah, we do. The United States.
Wait, do we really?
Yeah. We're the first men to land on the moon. We own it.
So we own it?
Yeah, we put the flag in, dude.
How very American of us. Oh, this is our land. No, we totally discovered it. Wait, who are those people over there? Don't worry about them. It's ours, guys.
It's ours, yeah.
It's totes ours.
Yeah.
Christopher Columbus!
All right, we're up against a break. We have to take a break, guys. A lot of people chiming in. Steph Curry believes the moon landing was a hoax, and apparently Steve-O Jeter does as well. We'll be right back. Hang on.
It's almost time for Banjit to go to work. Because of her family's poverty, Banjit is forced to work in a place she never dreamed of. Banjit works in a brothel. She spends her nights in a market, selling herself to men for as little as $2. And if Banjit's situation weren't already horrific enough, Banjit is only 11 years old. It's not fiction. Banjit's story is a daily fact for 1.2 million children around the world every year. Yeah, poverty is very, very dangerous for children. But you can become a Compassion sponsor, and for a little more than $1 a day, protect a child like Banjit from the dangers of poverty. Join Star 88 and Compassion and sponsor a child in Thailand on the border with Myanmar. Call 855-293-2323 or click on the Compassion banner at star88.fm.
Let's launch a hotspot with Skip Heitzig.
Hotspot. You might be a strong believer, but all believers experience discouragement. All believers experience setbacks. All believers experience low moments of wondering, of second guessing.
Here's a flat fact. You will go through big storms in life.
That's why at times like that, you need friends like this. Every David needs his Jonathan. Every discouraged person needs his encourager.
Like that taste of truth? Access Skip's entire teaching library at connectwithskip.com. Connectwithskip.com.
Best friend you can ever have is somebody who turns your thoughts back to the God you love.
Now, here's a clever idea. Add the Connect with Skip Heitzig Alexa skill to your Amazon device.
I'm praying that all of us will learn to look for the but God in our lives. You may not see it right away. It may take years. And then you'll look back on a situation and go, wow, God was in that.
Hotspot. Email your free event info to The Wire at star88.fm. We'll tell people about it. This is KLYT Albuquerque, Santa Fe, rebroadcast on KKCJ, Cannon Air Force Base, KPKJ, Mintmore, K201CC, Las Cruces, K203EZ, Alamogordo, K207CQ, Gallup, K211CW, Hobbs, K212EH, Silver City, K214DE, Antonito, K218AK, Artesia, K250AB, Roswell, K293AO, Alamosa, K228DQ, Portales, in the free app for iOS and Android, and online at star88.fm.
Still catch my eye. Tell me, baby, do you recognize me? Well, it's been a year, it doesn't surprise me. I wrapped it up and sent it with a note saying I love you, I meant it. Now I know what a fool I've been, but if you kiss me now, I know you'd fool me again. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart, but the very next day, you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special. A crowded room, friends with tired eyes. I'm hiding from you and you're so nice. My God, I thought you were someone to rely on. Me, I guess I was a shoulder to cry on. A face on a lover with a fire in his heart. A man undercover, but you tore me and me apart. Ooh, now I found a real love, you'll never fool me again. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart, but the very next day, you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart, the very next day, you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special. A face on a lover with a fire in his heart. A man undercover, but you tore me apart. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special. I'll give it to someone special.
Hawk Nelson, Last Christmas.
Yeah,
Star
last
88.
Christmas, somebody gave them the idea to cover this, and it was a terrible one.
Oh my gosh! Wow. Jeez, I kind of liked it. That was pretty good.
Yeah, okay. Last Christmas, somebody approached them and said, "You guys want to do some Christmas songs?" And they were like, "Yeah!" And that's what we got.
The Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
Man, you are just full of hate.
Oh my gosh! What are you talking about? You can't start the break like that.
I mean, I did. Good morning, everybody. Merry Christmas.
See, this is cool. Yeah.
You're kind of a Christmas snob.
I am.
Manny doesn't believe we landed on the moon, guys.
Okay.
It's true.
I shouldn't have said anything.
You shouldn't have. People are ripping you apart. I love this one. Steve-O, you are dead wrong on this. Dex alluded to Buzz Aldrin punching you. There's a video where some guy lied to Aldrin to get him to confess.
To a conference.
Oh, to a conference, then confronted him.
I know, I've seen it.
Aldrin laid the guy out.
Dude, like straight laid the dude out.
Yep. You want me to punch him in the face, guys? Okay. Yeah, we were just talking about Steph Curry believes the moon landing was a hoax. He said it on a podcast recently. We don't know if it's not clear if he was being serious. But, I mean, I get it. Like you were saying, Steve-O, it's like, okay, I probably wouldn't be surprised if we didn't land on the moon. But
it's fun to, like, talk about. Because, like, did we? At this point, I don't know.
Yeah, how do we prove it?
It's
you know what I'm saying?
fun to hear like some weird conspiracy theories on it, and then to like talk about it. Could we have? Of course we could have.
Yeah.
Do I think we did? Maybe. There's some pretty compelling arguments for Oregon's, but
yeah, but I think somebody pointed out if it was all a hoax, there would be a country like Russia, China. Somebody would have called us out on it, and they've never done that. They've never called us out.
I agree with that. I really do, actually.
Yeah. So there you go, guys. He's a believer again.
Okay.
Whoa. Where did that come from? Is that like when you become a believer? Is that what the noise?
That's what happens.
Wow.
Yeah. In my brain.
Huh.
Every time. It gets really loud at Easter sunrise service.
Does it?
Yeah, for
Gosh,
everyone that comes forward.
I wish I was a believer. How do I believe?
Oh, gosh. Such a bad setup. Hashtag I'm with Curry and Steve-O.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways. All right. Well, chime in 505-338-3700 if you'd like to call into the show. We've got a lot of people upset with you. Feel free to call in and just let Steve-O have it. If you feel like you need to, it's fine. It's cool. He did say he's a believer now, but I don't know. Every time I say believer.
See, it just sounds like you're starting up an old PC.
Does it?
Do you remember back in the day it was like this weird, like, or was that the You've Got Mail AOL thing? It was like when you logged on to AOL. What was the music that would...
I guess I could pull it up.
Crazy.
Is it AOL?
I swear it was.
AOL Music.
Yes.
Okay, let's see what happens. Nothing.
Well, that's because there's actually AOL, like an AOL music service. No, it was like the AOL Chime.
Okay.
AOL Login Chime.
Okay. Here we go.
Yeah.
All right. Oh,
gosh.
Yeah, that's what it was. Whoa.
No, this isn't it. No.
That's not it, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
You like
Eco Sounder.
Oh, okay.
Is also known as Eco Sounding Equipment.
No, that's not. Weird.
I think you're thinking of something else, man.
No, it was like, bum, bum. What am I thinking of, Starmy?
Like the Apple startup?
Sure. No, it was.
Good morning.
Good morning, Albuquerque.
Good morning.
You've got mail.
So when you're ringing in, you're not really on hold to hear where you are in conversation, and there's a delay. So, anyway, I'm kind of with Steve.
Okay.
Okay, like you don't believe that we landed on the moon?
No. I know we did that. I'm talking about that song 10 minutes ago or whatever it was. Because at first I thought it completely remade something in the style of that classic song from, George Michael.
Mm-hmm.
But, Steve-O, you're on point.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. I try.
It's to validate, love those haters. Love them too.
Yeah.
Okay, hang up on yourself,
there you
sir.
go.
All right.
It's the Windows 95, 98 login chime.
Windows 98?
Yeah.
Startup sound. Okay.
Yes.
Let's try it here. See if it's close. And starting 6'6". I thought it was like a Michael Jordan bull song.
Windows 95, I said, bro. You're clearly starting up the wrong Windows.
Oh, okay.
Windows 95 startup sound.
Okay.
Gosh.
Windows 95. Here
yes,
we go.
bro.
All
Come
right,
on. Clearly.
Yeah, doesn't sound anything like
That's
that.
not it. That's also not it.
No, doesn't sound anything like it.
I'm telling you, it's the sound of something.
No.
Somebody says it was the Microsoft startup. See, I'm not wrong. That's Patrick.
Ooh, this one's nice. I like this.
No, it's fake. That's not the real thing.
And now starting for the Chicago Bulls, Tam Peterson. What?
Somebody says you're thinking of the old Windows startup sound. Wally makes the same sound after he charges up in the movie. That's exactly it.
What sound?
These sounds.
No.
Ooh.
Ugh, I hate that sound.
It brings back memories.
No, do
Oh,
the
that
original
sound.
Windows original Windows.
Okay.
It clearly wasn't 95. No, it was the ba-ba.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's like
real,
the
right?
Disney. Yeah, it's the
No, it's
Disney
not
film.
Disney. It was Windows.
Bye-bye. Like, ta-da.
Okay, that's Windows
No,
XP, dog.
I think he
okay?
just told you
That's
not
Windows.
that.
It's
Okay.
literally
Did you
This is
guys
the first
have
one.
Nick McKinley in or what?
Yeah.
The Liver Fund.
Yeah.
Did he
Yeah,
come
dude.
talk?
That's it.
There it is.
There it is, right there.
It's the one.
Okay. Oh, you know what? Good call. Good job,
Congratulations,
man.
you
nailed
guys.
that. That's
What
pretty
on
much
earth
it.
did I just walk into? Thank you for
Wow.
my intro music. Dun
Yeah,
You right?
It's like it's time to start up the show.
That was
You're
great.
You're like the software that makes us run proficiently,
Thank you for that.
efficiently.
Thank
I really
you.
have to go.
To the bathroom or to leave?
I'm drinking a lot of water.
That's so great that we got the memo on the gray sweatshirts.
Mhm.
That's cool.
I have some terrible news.
Oh, no.
I just want to say
Hi.
that, man, you know, you get busy and then you're like, I'm doing my hair.
Oh, man.
And then you're like,
I know what this is about.
I'm going to be late.
Darn it.
And then you're like, don't forget to grab the meat from the
Ugh.
freezer.
But let's go down.
And then you leave and get in the car and you just start driving. And at the third light, when you're almost to work, you say to yourself, Self, you forgot the meat.
The elk, guys. I
In the
texted
Spoiler
her.
alert, because people are chiming in going, wait, is she going to finally tell the ending of that story? People don't even know if you actually ever finally
Yeah, did we get the
got a
ending?
buck.
No, I don't think we
Yeah,
did.
the ending was I didn't go for buck. The ending was I went for cow elk, and you interrupted me 19 times.
It was the best hour
and
of your life.
anyone who wants to go back and listen is more than welcome to.
But you guys did nab a 600-pound.
Yeah, so I have about 700 pounds of meat.
Beautiful.
Oh my gosh, that you left in your
beautiful.
freezer.
And you know
I
what's
am
crazy?
so hungry today.
There are people who pay. Okay, so you know, like you order a backstrap, you order filet, right? You go to a
Yeah.
steakhouse,
No.
and that little baby 6-ounce thing is like $24.
Yeah, and it's
24.
so little. Like that's why I don't buy that
and
piece
it's
of meat.
so little.
Yeah.
But it's filling. It's really good.
No, it's not.
Yeah, depending on what steakhouse you go to. And so I realized, man, to have 50 pounds of that,
Mm-hmm.
like I should start selling 6 ounces for $24.
Roll it in the deep.
Are you gonna charge me?
Oh, Mike, that's a great idea.
Oh man.
I didn't think I thought about
He
that.
can't pay for it right away. Do you have like a layaway
A pl-
program?
I got $2 in my account right now, and
A
I don't get
payment
paid till
plan?
Thursday.
Yeah.
I can try to work out a
You
payment
would?
plan.
You
It's
do
called a
that for
pay
me?
meat plan.
Yeah.
I gotta go.
Gosh.
See you guys later.
Well, I mean, if you want to
So
charge
glad you're
me,
here today to laugh at my jokes.
here's the thing, though. If you decided to charge me, I'd totally probably.
No, I wouldn't charge you. Are you
I
crazy?
would probably pay for it.
No.
I wish
mean,
there
if
was
you
a
wanna
spot in
tip
town
me,
that you could actually buy elk meat, but you can't.
Yeah?
No, there's not. No, you can't do that.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't charge you. Maybe I would charge you in kindness.
That's cool.
You know? Like whenever Steve-O starts to do things in this studio and he begins to wound the hearts of the listeners because he's bashing me.
Yeah.
What?
Then you would be paid in
Oh my
kindness
gosh.
to step in. That's what would happen.
Yeah.
Did they know that I did finish the story?
Yeah.
Did they know that they can listen back if they missed it?
Yes.
Well, who was that person who said, I have to go to work? Did you or did you not?
No, they actually chimed in
You mean
this
like
morning. It was
100 people?
to let me know that they still hadn't heard the end of the stories.
Man, come on, guys.
Spoiler alert.
Go
they
back
got,
and listen.
They got it.
Go back and listen.
Yeah.
Jerry is the guy's
And she
name.
ended up shooting Jerry.
What's crazy, I never shot Jerry. But I did, I need to confess something. I did think about, and I had to say, get thee behind me, Satan, because I did think about
Hurting
shooting that guy's tires and saying, well, I mean, I'm so sorry you were in the way. And I thought this could go bad. I could accidentally kill somebody and this would not work out well.
Right. Yeah.
So I had to say, get thee behind me, Satan, and move the rifle. Just get away from the rifle.
Yeah.
And so no one died besides an elk.
It's good.
It was delicious.
Have you had some?
Not yet.
Chris's Mike chiming in to remind everybody that he does, in fact, owe me lunch. So when he's in the Albuquerque area. Because I did a really good job stretching your story out for an entire hour.
You did. And so when he's in the Albuquerque area, so you're saying that some dude
in Las Cruces.
Named
Cruces
Cruces
Mike.
promised
He's a
to
really
do this.
good dude.
We did have a request from Cruces. Are you guys going to be making a visit to Cruces ever?
No. Yeah, we really wanted to. This last weekend, our girl Heidi went out there for the road show.
You mean your
And so
girl?
this plan, what?
Not my girl.
Okay.
My girl.
What a jerk. You realize now she's going to go like cry for like 3 hours.
Darn it, I'm sorry. Heidi, I was just joking.
I asked Heidi this morning if my makeup was blended, and she did me a huge favor and just told me the truth, which is yes. Can I just tell you, I just got some new makeup
I don't
yesterday.
even know what that means.
Literally my winter color.
Does it means that your neck matched your head?
Yes! And my neck matches my face.
But I can tell that your neck is a little whiter than your face.
But my neck would be whiter?
Yeah, it's a little tanner
Cool
on
story.
top.
Oh no, but I got such white makeup for my face.
You did?
And it's just like it's a foundation. Oh no.
I know. Is it that new line called Mr. President?
Oh my gosh.
It's a little
What
orange.
is that?
Little orange.
Happy.
What is that?
Do you remember that one time I told Ryan Seacrest that his face was a little orange?
Oh, yeah. I remember we were hanging out with Ryan that day.
So Ryan Seacrest, when I was on American Idol, we were backstage, and we were about to go out, and he said, does my face how does my makeup look? Is it blended? And I
said that to you?
and I said it's a little orange because I worked at a tanning salon at the time.
Oh my gosh.
So I know exactly what a 9 booster looks like.
The 9 booster?
It's basically where you put in
Shout out to friend.
9 boosts of color inside these spray tan machines.
Is that what he had, a 9 booster?
Yeah, he definitely was at a 6 or 7.
Wow.
And I was like, dang, bro.
Did he freak
actually
out?
had Burberry, however you want to call it. He had them custom make suits for him because he likes to put his left hand in his pocket as Steve-O is doing. And if you want to stand in front of the camera, if we can show the camera. So Ryan Seacrest oftentimes stands like this as he's talking. He holds his microphone in his right hand. So his hand to his left is always there. He is a little bit shorter than the average male. And so he has to stand certain ways, and they make him look taller and things like that. He had his suits custom made for his left hand to fit into his pocket so he didn't have to move over.
That's awesome.
His suit. So they cut off that one little part.
Oh, I love everything about that.
On his suit, just so he wouldn't have to keep moving it
Wow.
over. You don't have to keep moving something over, like you can keep moving your coat over.
Yeah.
He didn't have to move his coat over. He was sick of doing it.
Wait, hold on a second, guys. I believe, do we have an astronaut on the line? Is the producer telling me I have an astronaut on the line?
Hello?
I'm no astronaut. No. This is Wooly up in Denver. Hey,
Hi,
guys.
Wooly.
Oh, man. I love you. But you know what? Y'all are out of this world.
Gosh, man. The jokes are just
that's
flowing.
so sweet.
Yeah, no, I was just sitting here on the PC watching you guys on YouTube, eating
On the
banana, listening to Wilson Phillips. And I was
Wilson Phillips.
thinking, yeah, they're wonderful. I love you guys, and I just hope y'all have a wonderful day.
Oh my gosh! You know what?
Hi.
It was a little touch and go this morning, but now I will tell you right now, I will hold on for one more day.
Is this
So-
a real
You better hold on
person?
for one more day, man.
Yeah.
You got 3 ladies who can harmonize, who are mamas, looking out for you, trying to encourage you.
I agree wholeheartedly. Wholeheartedly. Gosh,
Do
I love
have
Wilson
we
Phillips.
met? What's his name? Wooly?
Wooly, I don't think
Wooly,
so.
have
Let's
we
not
met
No,
do
we
Wooly?
haven't met.
He's
No,
such
we
a good
haven't
dude.
met. Next time I'm down there, which I haven't come down in like a year and a half.
This is
Next
true.
time I'm down there, I'm going to bring y'all some breakfast burritos or
Yeah.
something. Yeah,
Aw.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Where
'cause
do
I
you
forgot
live,
I love
Wooly?
you guys. Have the
Denver.
best day. I live up in Denver, but I used to live in Albuquerque. I
Such
worked
a
at
good dude.
UNM, and I I just come in and like just love on me. We come in and cuddle before the show and be like, oh man, the world's wonderful. Love Albuquerque. Thank you, Jesus.
We come in and cuddle? I
It was good.
think we cuddled.
Cuddle spiritually.
Spiritually cuddle.
Spirit cuddles.
Oh, I will spiritually cuddle you next time I see you.
All right.
That's
Thank
so
you.
awkward.
It's
I'm
so weird.
Sorry.
I'm not
It's so weird.
interested.
Okay, I love
I just
you guys. Have a
okay.
great day.
Bye-bye.
Oh, that was a moment. I thought we were gonna keep going with
We
that.
should have.
It just like was cut completely.
That's his outro.
Love that song.
It's his outro.
That's one of the funnest
Wow.
karaoke songs right there. I'll tell you what.
I have a question.
Answer.
You guys look at TV all the
Oh,
time.
we gotta go to break.
Okay. Well, it's a question when we come back.
Yeah, you want to tease it?
Yeah.
Tease it. What's it about?
I want to have a little talk about child prodigies.
Oh, okay.
Is that a double statement there? Prodigy. I want to talk about prodigies when we get back.
Like the band
I want to know
Prodigy?
2 things. And I'm gonna have 2 questions to ask you.
Okay.
And I want to see what your thoughts are.
Psychosomatic, addict, insane?
Prodigy?
And no, like children that are extra gifted,
Fat of the land.
who then are put on TV. I want to have a discussion.
I like this. Okay.
Can we play Prodigy on the way back?
Okay.
All right. Live from the Dreamstar Remodeling Star 88 Studios. We'll be back right after this.
How can you be certain God's working in your life? Well, James McDonald has a word just for you. So listen up.
I'm talking about your life. And God, in His love, comes to wrestle with you when you're at a crossroads, when you're at a critical place, when you need to make a right decision now, or you could spend 20 years trying to recover from the consequences. Isn't that loving of God to turn up the heat when I'm in a critical place, when I'm at a crucial moment, when if I keep going in this direction, I might never recover from this? Wrestling with God comes at a crossroads.
That's Listen Up from James McDonald. You can learn more about cultivating your relationship with God by going to jamesmcdonald.com. Listen Up is a production of Walk in the Word.
A Star 88 Supernova. Here's Rick Warren.
Some of you have lost your first love. You used to love God #1 in your life. When you first became a believer, it was so exciting and you felt forgiven. Boy, that's a big relief. All my guilt is gone. And you felt you had a purpose for life. You knew you weren't afraid to die because you're going to heaven. And things were really great. And then all of a sudden, you kind of lost it over time. You lost your first love. Because when you become familiar with something, you begin to take it for granted. That's why you had such a thrill when you were engaged to your husband or your wife, and it was so thrilling, and you just couldn't wait to talk to them, be with them. But now, you take them for granted. You take them for granted all the time. Why? You have forgotten what a good thing you got. And what happens with Jesus Christ is a lot of people forget, man, it really is. God loves me.
Catch Rick Warren's Daily Hope on KAKT 107.1 weekdays at 7:30 a.m.
Sing to me, baby, in your native tongue. Sing the words of the wise and the young. Show me the place where your words come from. Love's the language, love's your native tongue. Feel your heartbeat, bang the drum. Open up your eyes and fill your lungs. The same word from where the stars are flung. Love's the language, love's your native tongue. My heart is a beating drum. My head in oblivion. My soul such a long way from my lips, my lungs, my native
Switchfoot, native tongue. It's Star 88, 927.
High today at 50 degrees.
It's the Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
Merry Christmas, Tam.
Christmas time, na. Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome to the show, everybody.
Please tell me you guys are going to come for Christmas the 22nd, 23rd, and 24th here at Calvary Albuquerque, in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
No.
Okay, not even like a kind of think about it. Not at all. Where are you going to be?
Well, I might be driving home.
To Montana?
Yeah, I might be.
Driving to Montana?
I haven't 100% committed yet, but yes, that's
I've taken
possibly.
that drive.
Darn it, spoiler alert. My mom and dad, I wanted to surprise them.
Why did you...
Well, because I need gas money to get home.
Okay. Maybe if I give you meat, then you can sell
it.
that for $24.
Ooh,
now
pound.
we're thinking.
How
That's
many
the
pounds would
entrepreneur
you
in
give
me.
100 pounds?
The reason I ask is because I was singing a little operatic just now, but I'm genuinely going to be singing a bit operatic, just like enough for one of our little scenes.
Okay.
I'm a Victorian age singer, and I'm singing "God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen," and then I'm an '80s singer. So I'm going to need some ideas for some outfits because I need to dress 80s.
Well, you definitely have to put shoulder pads.
The shoulder pads, I'm thinking neon colors.
Yeah, neon colors.
I need to be a little appropriate. So I'll cover the derriere.
Do you want me to send you some pictures of my mom from the 80s?
Yeah.
Because I think that would fit in.
I
perfect.
was alive in the 80s. I know it's hard to tell.
Yep.
Just because I look, what, 20? I mean, I don't even want to say 21. I feel like it's pushing it.
Okay.
Speaking of young children.
Yes. You had a question before the break that you.
Here's what I said
teased.
before we took a break. I said I wanted to know what your thoughts were on prodigies. Now, let me define what I mean by prodigy children, okay? There are children out in the world who are extra gifted. They've always been out there, but since social media and YouTube and all this other stuff, right, pops up, then all of a sudden we notice them now, okay? They've always been there, but we notice them more now because they're everywhere. You hear these crazy stories about these kids that are like incredible singers. You've heard them sing the national anthem. Yeah. You hear them sing crazy songs. They can mimic people like ain't nobody business, right?
You paint a really good picture.
So now at this point, I'm wondering, because I'm like all about psychology, all about communication, all about the growth and the development of children and everything else.
And all those other things.
All that stuff. And I'm wondering, at what point are we encouraging it? I ran across a video. I don't want you to play it yet, but I want you to type it in. Caleb Serrano.
All right.
He's performing a song called This Little Light of Mine. Okay? CALEB-SERRANO. He performs
this. Go slower.
C-A-L-E-B.
No, Caleb is spelled with the C.
Caleb with a C.
Sorry.
And then Serrano is going to be S-E with a double R-A-N-O.
Okay.
He's performing This Little Light of Mine. We're not going to play it yet. But I want you to hear his intonation. I want you to hear what he sounds like. There are some kids who are doing what they know, right?
Okay.
They're singing how they hear things. And this kid obviously grew up in church. But it blows my mind the things that these kids can do. And I want you to play this kid. I just want your thoughts on one, just the environment.
Just the intonation.
This kid right now.
He's in the pocket, out of the pocket.
Okay, so this kid right now, since you can't see it,
can we use?
Okay, sorry, I'll be clear. This kid right now he's on the Harry show. Okay, Harry Connick Jr. has him on his show. He has an entire
show.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. He has an entire band. Like, how many guys would you say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe like a 10-piece band behind him. They're all playing for this kid. He is not only directing the band, but he is singing the song, and he's on a show. Let's listen to him first, and then I'll ask you my question.
Little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine.
He's looking at the band. Here he goes. Little direction. Starts tapping his foot. Here he goes. He knows what's up.
There we go.
Puts a 10-piece band on key.
Yeah,
He's
boy.
moving around.
How old is this kid?
He's working the crowd.
He's at least 3.
Now I want you to fast forward it a little bit.
What is the purpose of? What do you want to know?
So obviously this kid is a prodigy for sure.
Okay.
5 years old.
He's 6.
Is he 6?
Yeah.
Well, now he's 6. He was
Now he's
5
6.
at the time.
Yeah.
He was 5 at the time of this video. He's on Harry Connick Jr. This dude's parents are making so much money.
Not really.
Hold on, because you know he's going to be on something else. I'm sure he's on something else, right?
He's got 1,500 fans on Facebook.
Okay, so he has 1,500 fans.
That's
There's all these other kids
He
that are.
performed at Winter Jam this year.
No kidding.
Did he
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, he was on Little Big Shots, which was on NBC.
Okay.
And he performed at Winter Jam. Be the Light Part 2 with 20,000 people.
Man, what a cute. Does he have blue eyes? He's like, what a cute kid.
The kid is adorable.
Wow.
He's adorable. And here's my question.
All right, what do you got?
I don't want to get crazy into it because it breaks my heart, and I don't want to do this on air because then we're gonna have to look it up. People are gonna start looking at it crazy. When you look at kids who have been involved in this stuff, look at the repercussions sometimes of too much fame too soon.
Yeah.
Where is the balance? It's killing me as a singer, as a
trust me,
somebody,
I know this.
And you guys have kids, so Steve-O,
Yeah.
think of Brody, okay, in this, and also which one's the one that's like sings like Justin Bieber? Which one of your kids?
Oh my, that was Jack.
Okay, Jack. So I heard Jack sing
But
one
Luke
time.
performed at Winter Jam with new songs.
So here's my point.
Yeah.
You've got 3 kids. One who's adorable. You could follow him around, and he could be a reality TV show. Okay. You got Luke, who really is it just got these looks like that are gorgeous. This kid is adorable, and he can sing. And then you've got your oldest child, who is singing at Winter Jam with a band.
Luke was the one singing at Winter Jam.
Luke was singing, and Jack was singing, the one I saw, singing Oceans or something like that.
Yes, that was Jack.
And so then you've got these kids who are doing this, and it's like, at what point? So say they hit it off big. As a parent, where do you step in? I love.
It's different for each person.
I get it, but like, there's got to be something. There's got to be
no model.
Is there?
No, there's not. We're talking nature and nurture here, and we're talking about the fact that, like, naturally these people were gifted in some way, right? Like, and so it's like, but as a parent, our job is to like grow them and allow them to grow in whatever it is God has created them for. So I would never push. We talked about this on the air recently, actually, because Brody wants to do a YouTube show.
He wants to.
He's been saying it for like a year.
Oh, because his daddy's a YouTube star.
I have been so hesitant to allow it. Because he's a child.
And that's my point, because you have.
But.
Okay.
We went and saw Bumblebee this last week, like a screener of it. It doesn't come out for a few weeks. And he goes, I want you to record me. I want to tell people to go see Bumblebee. And I'm like, what? And he goes, it was a good movie. People should know. So I pulled out my little camera, and he on my Instagram was like, hey, everybody, Brody here. Just got back from a movie sneak of Bumblebee, the movie. My favorite part was this, and this. And I you should really go see it. Okay, bye. And
I'm telling
going,
you.
Shoot.
You've got kids
I didn't
who
direct him. I didn't tell him what to say. He's just an entertainer. But
it naturally comes to
part of me
him.
as a parent is like, no.
Where to hone it in. Because you see these kids, okay, you see that one little girl, she's from the Philippines, and she blew up. She was everywhere. This girl sang like Whitney Houston at the age of 5.
Yeah.
And then she became like, it was like all the way to the age of 12 that but she was even better, I think, at 5 and 6 years old than she was at 12, 13. Obviously, her voice should be maturing. So in regards to her being a female, her vocal cords are still going to be working until she's, 27 years old. You got a boy who sometimes goes through puberty and switches vocally speaking.
Yeah.
So there's hormones playing a part. There's also hormones playing a part in a woman, but the other side of that is it's a little different.
But also into the psyche of it. That's my thing. It's
and
like,
that's where I'm at. Is like, I was watching this stuff and I was like, I'm going to talk to the guys about this and I want to hear what people have to say, because I know there are people listening who have way gifted children who have put them in competitions. I've been in millions of competitions, right? And seen not millions at all, but like I've been in tons of competitions where when I go to these things, I see these kids show show up. You see shows about pageants. You see these kids go crazy sometimes, and that's the part that I looked up that I was disturbed. I was disturbed to see the attitude, to see all this stuff. And the Bible talks about not raising up someone who's too young in the faith too soon, because they will get filled with pride and will fall.
Right.
And I think that applies here to your children, because the Bible also says to raise a child up in the way they should go, and when they're older, they will return. They will
But I
return
think
to
there's
it.
a way to do it correctly. Like
There's
I
a way.
don't know anything about the behind the scenes of this kid, but yesterday we were talking about the largest YouTube stars, and the number one YouTube star is a 6-year-old little boy.
Wow.
He makes $22 million a year.
What?
Yeah.
Who is this kid?
Right. So
is this real?
But one
real.
thing that I actually appreciated, the parents who produce and run the show for him have completely disabled comments on the YouTube page.
Oh,
So
nice.
they shelter that form of trolling because unfortunately I think a lot of times the negative can outweigh the good.
I agree.
And you get these like trolls who just are
Because they still need to be a kid. You look at Michael Jackson, who didn't get that opportunity. You look at Macaulay
Right.
Culkin, who didn't get that opportunity. I understand that I'm pairing the both of them together, but that was on accident. But here's the thing. Like, you look at them, and Macaulay Culkin still has, I think, like 2.6 million views of him playing with toys in front of a stove on the floor as a grown man in his kitchen. He's been on different shows. He's been on Ellen DeGeneres. He's been on Jimmy Fallon. He's coming back with this and this. He also got involved in some junk too, and he made it as a business, and it was just a bunch of junk. But here's the thing: is like there is such proof of childhood care that has to take place. And there's a lot of people who missed out on that, whether you were a celebrity or whether your parents were drug addicts and they didn't like take time with you at the age 6 and 7. Like, there's all this stuff that plays a part. I think that they end up in the same boat where they miss out on a really cool childhood where they're supposed to be learning boundaries.
Yeah.
And sometimes that doesn't come in. But I wanted to know what you guys' thoughts were in having children and what's the fine line. This kid that I showed you is at the bottom level. I think this kid's extra talented, but I've seen even better. I've seen even better who all crazy shows. But this kid, you can tell he's mimicking stuff that his parents do.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So there's like this environment that plays a part too.
It is such a tough thing as a parent because you want your child to have a life. You know, you want them to have a childhood. You want to set boundaries, you know, because I struggle with this and I still, my oldest son is still upset with me over the fact that I didn't allow him to spend a lot of time playing video games.
Mm-hmm.
And my oldest son, he's one of those kids who probably could have been sponsored and like he's brilliant.
Yeah.
Like he's a prodigy in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
He's just a brilliant mind. So he was always like the guy who was the top guy out of his friends. Like he was amazing at video games. But I had rules in the house, which was like, you get 2 hours during the week and 3 hours on the weekend. How are you supposed to be great and get sponsored and make money if you don't play 8 hours a day when you're a kid? You know what I'm saying? Because you would have to. It'd have to be like a full-time job, right?
Yeah.
So how do you balance that as a parent? How do you do that?
And like even too, like some kids or some parents whose kids are really good looking and they're like model status and they're naturally just really good looking people. And all of a sudden they naturally get this attention comes and all of a sudden they don't know what to do with it. Yeah. My parents, I wasn't a prodigy. I wouldn't call myself that. I would say though that when I was little, they did notice that I had a gift in singing. So my parents, the one thing, you don't want to remember the one thing I remember my parents telling me, my dad telling me, you're off pitch. You need to practice that again.
Oh, gosh.
And my mom saying, stay humble. Don't let that get to your head.
Yeah.
Those two things were the best things I feel like they could have ever told me, because at some point, like other people were just like filling me because their friends couldn't sing like that, or they're this or they're that. They didn't know somebody yet. But there was like this, and now it's, it's a dime a dozen.
Yeah.
But like there's also like a gifting that comes with that, or an anointing, if you will, that is like in Christian terms, which is like where you are gifted and God blesses it and takes it somewhere else. And so, and you see people who aren't very good who are being blessed in that area. So it really does God determines whether that is or not.
Do you want to hear some more prodigies?
Tell me. I do. Why?
My thing is this.
Tell me.
Like, I struggle with it because I think we got to let our kids be children. Like for everybody, for the Starmie who knows and loves Brody when he comes on and does his movie reviews and whatnot, and everybody's like, he is the cutest kid in the world. They, a decade ago, didn't know my child then, 5-year-old Jack Jeter.
Yeah.
And everybody was saying, you got to get him on commercials.
Yep.
He's got to get an agent. He's got to this and that. And I'm going, man, he's just a kid. He was like blonde-haired, blue-eyed little perfection child. And literally, like, no, I'm not just saying it, like literally everyone. Like we had strangers coming up like, hi, I
This
represent.
kid.
That's Jack.
Have you posted this on your Instagram?
No, dude.
Just do it.
No, dude.
This kid.
No, but that's the thing.
His
No, I
lips
did
are
not.
perfect.
I
His
know.
hair is gorgeous.
Remember little Jack Jeter?
Look at that face.
And he had charisma. He was
Are
a
you
character.
the father?
But I'm like, okay, well,
I know. I sometimes wonder.
have you seen him
Looks
now?
more
he
like Dex.
literally looks exactly like me. It's creepy.
Mm-hmm.
So
he is your face. You guys should
but
face swap.
He was the perfect little child that
Oh
like
my gosh.
we had different strangers, one from a modeling agency and like different actor groups, different things going, does he have an agent? Have you guys ever thought about blah, 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 blah? And it's like, no. And I was already working in radio.
No.
So I was in the entertainment industry, if you will. And it was like,
Okay, so maybe what it is if your pride gets in the way and you're using your kid to make money, as is anything else, if you're doing it for the reasons of, hey, this could really do this could really that, because there's a fine line too, because it's like, well, you have gifts and talents, but at some point, like you use them, you use them for the glory of God, but that then at some point you're like, okay, I'm going to get mixed in the wrong thing.
Mm-hmm.
And some people they just start making all kinds of money, but they're extra unhappy. And it was totally the wrong choice. So like, I guess just using wisdom, is that what we're agreeing on?
Yeah.
Because man, my heart was like it was being like ripped out of my chest thinking about it this morning. It was like on my mind so much yesterday.
I don't know that all of mine is like using wisdom. Part of mine is just simply no.
Like sometimes you just
no.
It's like a stumbling
Sorry.
block, if you will. It's going to make you trip up because you might not be able to handle it.
I just didn't have the right people around me maybe at the time to say no, because there's this good aspect of it and this minus all the money making and all that. It's like,
yeah,
it's a rough, chew you up and spit you out industry that can belittle you. My life dream was to be an actor. That's all I wanted. But there's only so much rejection a person can take, and some are created differently to just let it roll off, and some take it deeply personally. I was one of those people that just anytime an audition was like a no or something, it would destroy me for too long. And so, I just wanted to shield my son from that at that early age. You know? So.
Yeah.
Christina on YouTube says, I think a lot of it has to do with parents setting adult expectations for them and then them going crazy trying to live up to them.
That's really well said.
Yeah.
That's really well said. That's absolutely right. I think the adult expectations, that's exactly what I think.
Child.
And they're kids. Like you can't even with some adults, you give them expectations and you're like, you're an adult. But they're like, I missed that phase of my life. I'm sorry, I got to revisit that. And you're like, are you kidding me right now? But what about you in your own life? Certain phases or places or things that maybe you missed out on that you're not grown up in, that you are seriously immature in.
There are certain things that I wish my mom recognized this or understood that or pushed me in a certain direction that she didn't. Stormy member chimed in and said, my son, 11, excellent gymnast. Goof enough that he skipped a level this year. Good enough that he skipped a level this year. He trains up to 20 hours a week.
Oh, wow.
I try to encourage and at the same time keep him grounded. His talent is crazy, but he's prone to pride, and I have to keep his focus in the right direction. I personally struggle with being over proud and bragging on him and being a good parent.
Yeah, that's tough.
And sometimes if you're a parent who didn't have what your kids have or want or are getting, sometimes you want to live vicariously through them, and that can create pressure between the parent and the child.
Dude, I mean, think about this simple question as a parent. When should your kids have social media?
That's hard.
Forget the idea of like, you know, of 3% of us who have like a child prodigy or whatever. Think about every single parent who has to think of that one, because as we talk about all of the adult expectations.
Yeah.
Social media is a dangerous playground.
Yeah, it is.
The bullies, the haters, the comments, the other things it can open you up to, the temptations, the trials.
The silence too behind it, like a picture can say 1,000 words. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, even if it's not words, it's nonverbal, or it's like, there's also the things that can be used and totally abused on that thing. That's a really good question because I think that's like a big struggle that a lot of parents are having with their kids.
Yeah.
A lot.
I don't
like
think their little brains can
handle all that.
That's too much information. It's too much I mean, it's just not real.
Well, you see, you have a 4-year-old, right? Okay, so you look at the growth in the mental status, the childhood development. You have a 4-year-old who's extra smart or extra gifted, okay? A little above average or more than above average than other kids, okay? Doesn't make other kids less than or anything else. It just makes this kid a little bit more ahead, right? So in their own world, they're doing all these things. And their emotions are still the age of 4. So when their brain is having to put everything in order, and at night their brain is putting things in order, and they wake up with night terrors, or they wake up frustrated, or they're throwing fits unlike other kids throw fits, and your spanking isn't working, and your discipline isn't working because they are adamant, they're stubborn, they're hard-necked, stiff-necked kids. It's really hard to say, okay, at what point do I realize that their brain isn't being able to grasp all the emotion happening, or they're seeing something, experiencing something, and not being able to verbalize what it is? There's all these frustrations that happen. So then you throw in, now I expect you to be an adult. There's zero room for error. And there's like, you literally will have a mental breakdown.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm like, is this like a serious, I mean, and I'm not trying to make it an epidemic, obviously, but I'm saying like, is this not as maybe like we've kind of like brushed past it? So when you run into a kid that sings really well, when you run into a kid who's a great gymnast, when they can do things that other kids can't do, I would say encourage them and keep it where they're at. Meet them as a 7-year-old, meet them as a 2-year-old, meet them as a 4-year-old, because they're still 2, 4, 7. They're still a kid, you know? And even though they're doing things that are crazy above, so we think above average, maybe things you haven't seen, it's rare, they're still a kid. Because that's part of our job, I think, as a society, to not just pour that into them and say, hey, get a big head, kid. Go out and do this, and then tell their parents. And like that parent was saying, sometimes they get prideful. Sometimes they're like, I can just, it's a hard thing. It's like you can't get away from it.
Yep.
Okay, I had to know what you thought.
Wait, what?
I just had to know what you thought. That's why I brought that up. Thanks.
Oh, okay, guys. You guys want to hear some of these prodigies?
I kind of do go play. I do.
Wait, you don't want to?
You don't want. We're not. It's only if unanimous. If the room.
No, if you don't want to. That's
yeah,
cool.
I mean, if you
don't want to hear like little kids play instruments really cool.
I mean,
like,
it's amazing.
No,
I don't know. Is it? I'm so weird about little kids doing because it's like, yep, cool, he can play a trumpet, but if the dude was like 32, would we still be going, wow, what a talent, or would we be going?
Because
well,
that
cool.
takes years to develop.
Exactly.
That's why it's so amazing.
Wait, okay, this kid's 4 years old. You don't want to hear a 4-year-old play a mean trumpet?
Yeah, I want to hear a 4-year-old play a mean trumpet.
Go.
Let's go.
No way.
Yeah, he's actually in a jazz band in his hometown. 4 years old. 4 years old.
That's actually pretty good at 4. I want to hear some singers.
All right, here's an. Hold on, I'll get to that. An 8-year-old blues guitar prodigy. Let's see. What's his name?
2, 3.
Talon Lads.
This kid's playing electric, isn't he?
He's the blues guitarist.
Yes.
Talon Lads is his name.
And if you've actually seen this kid play, it's weird. You're like, how? How old is this kid?
8.
Give me a 3-year-old.
A 3-year-old?
I want to see how fast the brain works at 3. And that's actually a real adult singing. That's the 4-year-old, actually.
Gotta go to the playground and throw some dirt in their eyes. Got the mean old bully. She's 7 and she's tall.
Like the talking.
Like, what do you sing about with 7-year-old blues?
It's true.
It's like the playground blues.
Well, that's like when One Direction came out, right?
Check
they were
yes
like,
or no, and the little girl checks no, and so it's like, man, Cindy said no.
all the
do
like.
you like me?
All right, here's
What
a.
do you do now?
Come on, I want to hear. I want to hear a song.
7-year-old doesn't know the blues, man.
Here's a 6-year-old piano prodigy.
Okay.
Emily Bear plays a piece she wrote in 5 minutes. Okay.
Okay.
I am 7. I couldn't do it.
She wrote this in 5. Whoa.
Oh, little minors. Niners. Okay, I have something to say about this.
So
okay, go.
Well, somebody asked a really good question since you're throwing this out there, psychology major.
I am throwing it out there.
Is it possible, in your opinion, for kids to pursue prodigy-level talent without pursuing fame? Because obviously, if it happens, we don't see it because they don't have the fame. So is it even possible?
Exactly. I am in support of, because you cannot cut a kid's gift and say, don't grow, don't keep growing. You can't cut that off. Then it's the movie Coco, okay? That's what we're dealing
right.
with.
Well, and that's the thing is like, but for what gain, what purpose? Like I had a really good conversation with a friend of mine yesterday. He shall remain nameless.
Okay.
It's Buck.
Okay.
Buck?
Sounds like Buck.
He's sponsoring Luke's baseball team this year,
Aw,
right?
sweet.
And he was like, and we were talking about the costs of club baseball for my 12-year-old son. And he was just like, oh my gosh, my kids are never playing sports.
Yeah.
And then he asks a really good question. What's the purpose behind allowing him to play this level of sports?
Yeah.
And it was like, well, that's a good question. I mean, we've had this conversation many times.
Right.
He wants to play high school / college ball.
Right.
And so a lot of it is with the intent of getting a scholarship for college because he also wants to be an engineer.
Mhm.
And so he's thought about it, but I think anytime I look at these things, it's like, well, what's the purpose? Is it to grow as a human? Is it because I do think sports actually are really great for young people because it helps you become a teammate.
Yeah.
Like it's not an individual thing. It helps you deal with loss because right now Brody is 6 years old and he does not handle loss very well.
Yeah.
And reminding them that like we're all going to win some and we're all definitely going to lose some.
Right.
That's
right.
why I love the game of baseball. Like 70% of it is failing.
I think the purpose and the why behind it is huge. I think that's absolutely true. And that's where the parent has to keep an eye on the kid and say, hey, this kid has a gift. Maybe we should pour into this.
Right.
Because they're learning, they're growing, and they are touching seriously moving hearts of people all around them. And it's like insane. And God's using it because God gave them that gift. And I think that with anything else, like it's using your powers for good or bad. They're not yours in the beginning. They were given to you. And so knowing that and keeping that humble mentality of knowing that this gift was given to me, it is not my own, I am going to be a good steward of it. And teaching your child what it looks like to be a good steward and pouring into that gift. Yes, I totally agree. And if they end up hitting off and something crazy is awesome and happens, great. You know, but you have to still keep that stuff in check. And if you can't do that, then pull it and enjoy that in your life that you have. You're still going to get attention. It's in small doses, but it also comes in big doses.
All right, here's your
And
3-year-old.
Speaking of small doses.
Here's your prodigy, all right? You wanted a 3-year-old singing prodigy, right?
Okay, but she better be good. I'm going to be really
I mean,
disappointed.
she's 3, so I'm not expecting a whole lot. So, here we go.
Because sometimes they're just cute, but they can't sing very well. Jeez.
The stuff is in me, and you think my collection's complete, and you think I'm the girl who has everything.
Oh, pitchy.
He's so pitchy.
Treasures untold. How many wonders can one cavern hold? Looking around here, you think, sure, she's got everything.
She's 3, guys.
I got gadgets and gizmos aplenty.
I'll say the fact that she's 3 and in front of that
Staying on
audience
pitch as well.
is pretty incredible.
Do you want
in and
to
of
think about?
No, I want to stop hearing this. But who cares? No big deal. I want more.
Oh, my gosh, stop.
Sing it down. I want to be where the people are.
I forgot.
Oh, we went off the air for a second there.
Sorry.
That was weird.
Camera. Do you not know the worlds?
Guys,
the
you're going to get us in
worlds.
trouble.
Do you not know the worlds? Do you not know the words, Tamara? Have you never seen The Little Mermaid? Oh my gosh. Tamara, be honest with me right now. Have you ever seen The Little Mermaid, Tamara?
I have.
Tamara. What's her name then?
I
What's
have.
the Little Mermaid's name?
Her name's Mermaid.
Oh,
It's Ariel
Mermaid.
Duck.
Okay.
Here's a 3-year-old drumming prodigy.
Oh my gosh. What?
Here we go.
He can't even see over the kick drum. He has to stand up. He is standing up. This is incredible. Yeah.
Okay. I mean,
The
it's
kid's
3 years old.
3.
3 years old.
I have a question.
Those are hard. That's like he's ambidextrous. Yes.
How much of this is talent? how much of this is
Pressure?
rich parents?
Yes.
I'm being serious.
I agree.
Our boy
Thank you.
Alex Bregman.
Yes.
He is a Major League Baseball player. He plays for the Houston Astros. His parents are lawyers. And I know stories of when he was younger and everybody's just doing Little League. He's doing Little League and he's got a hitting coach and he was always at the cages and so you're right. How much of this is them like with that desire and how much of this is like, you know what? We're just going to drop some coin.
And
to
even
ensure.
though I love it, am I aiding in when I watch these videos? Am I aiding and promoting? I just don't know.
Yeah. It's tough.
I'm in the same exact spot as I was when I first walked in here.
Well, good.
still
We're not
unknown.
here to help you.
Still unknown.
Take it back to the Lord, you idiot.
Pray about it.
Why are you
Big
asking
dumb.
us? Yeah,
You-
bro.
you dumb.
God of the universe at your like, hey, going before the throne of grace, but I'm going to ask these two morons their
Yeah.
thoughts. I'm going to go with that one. Yeah, okay.
You've never
you're
been
gonna
more
go
spot
so
on.
far in life, bro. Forget discernment and going before the Lord of the universe. Let's ask
Lord of
Dex and
hosts.
Steve-O. Oh.
Thanks for the memories. Did you
Dexter?
rip one?
You get the last word.
Did you literally?
That's all we got.
Rip?
There ain't no more.
That's right.
Time is tight. It's the end of the show.
It's almost time for Banjit to go to work. Because of her family's poverty, Banjit is forced to work in a place she never dreamed of. Banjit works in a brothel. She spends her nights in a market, selling herself to men for as little as $2. And if Banjit's situation weren't already horrific enough, Banjit is only 11 years old. It's not fiction. Banjit's story